love that countdown.
To me, it seemed like it slowed down at one point in time and then sped up. I was just like, what's going on?
You're like, is the time incorrect? Should
I'm
be by
like,
seconds.
The thing is, I was all focused on the candles, and I'm like, why is time slowing?
Do we want music too? Which music did we use last time? Do we use the space one?
I can't remember.
Or is it daydreaming? Let's see.
I think daydreaming.
Hey, we already have some people popping on. Hi, everybody. I'm Tiffany, Modern Mystic.
Hello, I'm Joshua McGuire, Breaking Reality.
We're popping on tonight for some live card readings. We've got runes, pendulum, yes and no questions, and of course cards. And if you have any spiritual questions, we're here, and if we can answer them, we're down for that too. So if you'd like a reading, let us know in the comments. And my PayPal is linked in the banner as well. And Josh, I guess, can we put that in the comments? I don't have it saved.
Give me a couple minutes and I will have that up there. Give me just a few minutes. I'll get it up.
Awesome. I don't know. This music, this daydreaming is kind of... Kind of dig it though. I'm gonna try the end of space real quick.
No, I'm not enjoying that one. Find another one.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. We got comments. If you are watching us from one of our groups, it's not going to show us your name, so you'll have to let us know who you are. And if everyone can tell us where you're from, we always love to hear where everybody is coming in and watching us from. We have Tish, Melissa, Aloha. I'm doing good. Josh, how are you doing?
I'm doing really, really good. Oh my gosh, we have so much stuff because like I'm trying to go back and find your...
So many things saved. Hi, Amanda.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Kareen. Long time no see. Billy Joe, I love you. Hi, Amanda Ashley. Hello, Lauren. Hi, Bina. Bina would like a reading. We could do a full card spread or a partial spread for you. Sunday, it has been a long time. Sunday is my childhood best friend. I love you, my Sunday. She wants a reading from us. Kareen, we are putting the PayPal in the comments. That way it's there for you. It should also be in the description of this live.
Oh, well, let me just go get it there. I was looking all over trying to find where it was at so I could copy it.
And go ahead and put your Cash App. Amanda, we do have Cash App. Josh has one. Hi, Ashley from Mid-Michigan. Melissa, thank you. I went blonde again. Got rid of the magenta, the red, and the pink, and went back to my good old blonde. Kareen, absolutely, we will do a reading for you. Oh, thank you, Tracy. I appreciate that. Tracy shared us to Enchanted Tarot, Haven, free and paid readings. Thank you so much, Tracy. That is such a blessing.
Thank you. Sorry, guys. I'm concentrating on trying to find stuff. So if I'm not trying to ignore anyone. I'm sorry.
Everyone knows you're doing something. I'm like stared at by my chihuahua.
I'm doing technical things.
All right. Literally Chloe is just sitting here to my right, like staring at me. Hi, baby girl. What's up? She's like, Mom, we were cuddling earlier. What are you doing? All right. So we've got...
Oops, that was me. Sorry, I changed our cameras.
Oh, I didn't even see. Bina, let me know if you partial or full card spread. Kareen, got you. Sunday. My Sunday. I love my Sunday. Amanda, I think he's putting his Cash App in the comments.
Cash App is up in the comments now.
Sweet. Tracy, for sharing us out. If you'd like to hang around, I would love to pull some cards for you if you would like that. Or we could do runes or pendulum for sharing us out. That's so appreciated. You did us a solid, so we can repay you that. Okay, let me catch up. Ashley Powell, yay! And Karina's such a sweetie. I know, right? Sunday, like, she's still sitting there staring at me. Man. Nanda, there, he shared the Cash App. Runes Sunday. Runes are, you're going to recognize them. Runes are from the Nordic alphabet called, well, some of them, like mine, are the Elder Futhrok. Runes are what we use when we're tapping into our Viking lineage. They are a way to use the symbols from the language for divination. And Josh has a beautiful set. Mine, this set that I'm showing you, are a wooden set that I ordered from a guy off of Etsy. And each symbol has a name and a meaning that goes with it. I like to do for myself like 1 rune a day or 3 runes. And we keep them in little handy bags. It's called rune casting. All right, Manda, awesome. She wants a full Manda Aguilar. And I think she's sending it to your Cash App.
Okay. Oh, oops. Yep, I have got that on my Cash App.
They're really cool Sunday. I've done them a few times, like in the groups, a few times on lives. I like doing them for myself for guidance. Josh is really good with interpreting them for other people. Okay, Amanda Ashley, she said she paid.
Yep, Amanda has paid.
Awesome. I don't have anything that's come through my PayPal yet.
And now back to playing with fire. I'm setting up candles for tonight.
I got mine. I need to reset mine. Mine have all gone out. Chloe, come here. You want to come here? Come here, Chloe. Come here. Come tell Sunday hi. You want to tell everybody hi and tell Aunt Sunday hi? See? This is the one that's sitting there staring at me. He's my 13-year-old protector. This is my Chloe. Yeah.
Hi, Chloe.
She says hi. She's just sitting there. I think I need to go grab, while we're starting to grab her little dog bed. That way she can just sit right here in her little dog bed.
Okay.
I gotta make sure my baby's comfortable.
What's Amanda paid by Cash App? Amanda Aguilar? Hi, Susan. How you doing?
Susan Popeye?
Yep.
Susan Meadows?
Yep.
Hi, Susan. I love you, sister. Okay.
She is getting Chloe all set up.
Yeah, she just came in here. I put her little bed here. So my baby needed a soft bed. All right. Amanda Aguilar. Awesome. Amanda, did you send it to the Cash App or to PayPal?
Amanda Ashley said she paid me. Because all I've got is from an Amanda as well.
Okay, and we have an Amanda Aguilar as well.
Okay. I've got a partial reading for the other Amanda right now that came through. So I've got a full reading for one Amanda and a $10 reading for the other.
Okay, Amanda Aguilar. I think Amanda Aguilar wanted full.
Yes, please let us know which one.
Okay, and Amanda Ashley, I think, wanted partial. Amanda Ashley said she was looking for a reading on what I need to know that hasn't been revealed yet. Girl, we got your back. Okay, good. Got you, Amanda Ashley. It does kind of sound like on hold music. Sunday point. Like, no, we don't want that elevator. I'm getting rid of that now.
It's lo-fi hip hop.
Like lo-fi, yeah. There we go. Because now every time I hear it, I'm going to be thinking about like being put on hold, like for doctors and whenever you call like credit card companies and crap, and you're stuck in like hell of like listening to elevator music for hours.
What's bad is when you're on hold with them and it is bad music, but it's being played at like really loud levels and it's like really crackly because it's really poor quality that they're using.
Yes.
And you have no choice but to sit there and wait and listen through that hell.
Yeah, it's you're stuck, man. It is not cool. All right, Maria Moncada got you, and Karine got you as well. All right, we've got Karine Sunday, Amanda, Tracy Gallus, she's still here, Ashley Powell, Amanda Aguilar, Maria Moncada, and I don't know if Bina's still here. Oh, Ashley Powell, so she just paid. Got it. Ashley Powell got you.
I got the candles all lit now to like my cigarette.
Okay. We've got.
And now the Palo Santo.
I think Ashley sent it to your Cash App. You and that torch just kill me.
Hey, it takes too long to hold a big lighter to a stick of Palo Santo and get it started. I have a creme brulee torch, and I tell you what, not only does it make tasty desserts, but it gets this Palo Santo going. No, that takes like 5 hours later. You're still going, all right, it might start. The metal's so hot I have lost all feeling in my hands.
You are dangerous, man.
I have not burnt anything recently.
I'm gonna start calling you a pyromaniac.
It is a creme brulee torch. It is literally what you use to make creme brulee.
Sunday is like really good in the kitchen. It's quite dangerous.
It literally is the exact same thing you use in the kitchen to he had no fingerprints.
Josh does not play with fire. Josh does not play when it comes to his fire. Okay, y'all. No finger. Oh my God, Melissa. Oh, Christy. Awesome. Let me double check. Dashboard activity.
I only have the 2 payments so far to my Cash App.
Okay, I've got Christy. Got you for a full one.
I got Amanda and Ashley Powell's who I've got.
Got it.
Ashley Powell paid for $10 and Amanda paid for $20.
Okay, perfect. I'm putting that down as well.
We've got to figure out which one of the Amandas though, because that's the thing. Because there was 2 Amandas.
There's actually, yeah, Amanda Powell.
Okay, Amanda Ashley said for a partial. Are you Amanda Ashley? Are you also Ashley Powell?
No, yeah.
Or is that no? There's Ashley
That's
Powell. I see Ashley Powell.
Amanda, Ashley, and Amanda. I got it.
Okay. Okay, you got Amanda's 10?
Yes, I did. And I got Amanda Aguilar as well.
Okay. We'll get this figured out. This is the first time we've added Cash App in, so just it's a little bit more confusing. Tiffany even said this is going to be more confusing, and I said, I know, but you know.
It's all right. Oh, someone said glitter bug.
I had a moment at the store today, okay? I have to talk about this. This is my confession. So I get up to the register to check out, and someone had obviously bought some Christmas decorations because there was like gold glitter and like little fake decorations all over the counter where they had fallen off of this thing.
Glitter is dangerous. It ends up everywhere.
And before I would put my groceries up on the counter, I told the guy at the counter, I was like, dude, you need to wipe that down. He's like, why? I'm like, dude, it is covered with glitter. I said, I am not putting one bit of my groceries on that counter. I said, until that evil demon spawn glitter is removed from the counter. I said, because if just one speck of it gets into my house, it multiplies. It's like gremlins.
No, it's the herpes of the freaking craft world. Like, it is contagious if glitter ends up everywhere. And you're right. It's like it multiplies like gremlins. Like, you get it wet and then all of a sudden there's all this glitter everywhere. I'm wearing glitter. I love glitter. So I've got, some coral eyeshadow and some gold glitter. I like sparkly things.
So one of the things is my mother, before she passed away, Mom knew of my just like, it is an ungodly hatred I have of glitter, like wrath of God, like hatred of glitter.
Freaking love glitter, man.
It's like one of my pet peeves, okay? Glitter's one of my pet peeves.
I'm with Melissa. Right. My new favorite color is glitter, and we're making Sunday laugh.
Okay, so my mother, knowing this, would send me cards for every holiday.
Oh, I have one of those.
Okay, now Mom sends cards for most holidays to most people, but Mom would send me cards for holidays that she knew that I would sell. Like, Mom would send me a St. Patrick's Day card. Mom wouldn't send anyone else a St. Patrick's Day card. I'm the only one getting a St. Patrick's Day card. But the issue is, every freaking card she ever sent me, the whole front of it, all the lettering and everything is covered in freaking glitter.
At least it didn't explode out. I had an aunt that used to put confetti and glitter in the envelopes in the card, and you would open it and it would go everywhere.
And then the funny thing is, Mom would call me up and be like, so did you get your card? What'd you think of it?
You're like, thanks, Mom. Yeah, thanks, Mom.
But the thing is, I couldn't bitch or complain because she'd always put like, $5, $10, $20 or something inside the card. So it's like, you can't bitch about the card when your mom sends it to you because it's covered in glitter because you put money in it.
Paying for damages.
Yeah. And I know that she just thought that was the most hilarious prank that she could play on me every freaking holiday, that she knew every holiday I was going to open her card no matter what. There was no ifs, ands, or buts. I was going to open her card, and it was going to be covered with glitter. And she knew I hated it. And she would laugh and laugh and laugh. She'd be like, so how's the glitter?
You're like, thanks, Mom. I found some in some unmentionable places now because of you. Sunday says you cannot be friends now. And let's see here.
I'm sorry, Sunday. It's just, yeah.
Christina, she says that she didn't know that I do live readings. I always post stuff that resonates.
My mom's your spirit animal.
Yeah, Sunday. No shit. That is no joke. Her mom is a force to be reckoned with, that woman. Christina, let's see here. Oh, absolutely can do that pendulum question. Yeah, I do. We do lives on here. I've been kind of hermiting, like in a cocoon phase for a little bit. Joshua's got me kind of coming back out of my shell. Christina, you said, will she be moving to another home? I can do that one.
Oh my.
By 2023. Got it. Okay. Entertainment as well as readings. Of course. Oh, your mom is my spirit animal. Oh my God, you were talking about Joshua's mom. I just got it now.
Glitter. Your mom with the glitter.
Facebook user, we can't see who you are. You need a reading. Please let us know who you are in the comments. You got to be coming in from one of our groups, and StreamYard that we're streaming from doesn't show us who you are unless you're coming through one of our pages. Unfortunately, it's a bug in the, and they're working on it. All right.
It was funny though, because my mom liked to prank people, but she would only really try to prank me because she knew out of all of her kids, I was the one that was not going to get upset, that I would find it funny. And like, I would always try to prank mom back in different ways. Me and her had that kind of playful energy back and forth between each other.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Facebook user, let us know who you are, and we can pull a couple cards for you. Diana, hi sister. She says her prom dress had hot pink glitter. It was everywhere. Her date's Thunderbird's car was sparkly. I'm telling y'all, glitter is dangerous.
I've been around women who, like, I've had partners who have wore glitter makeup and just like, it
will be on you. Yeah, we're marking our territory secretly. It's like, glitter. We're like, he's with us. Rub our cheek on him to get some glitter on there. Teaching art and theater to kids. Oh my God, it never failed.
It's like, is he an art teacher? Does his girlfriend like to wear glitter, or did he just come from a strip club? What's the deal?
Maybe he just likes sparkly things, man.
I mean, maybe, but if I'm going to wear makeup, glitter's not going to be involved, okay?
Most of my makeup involves some kind of sparkle, other than my matte makeup.
Like, I'm not opposed to wearing makeup, but glitter is not going to be involved.
My theater boys, middle school boys, loved doing costume theater makeup characters. Believe it or not, it is a thing. And the girls love just dressing them up. It's hilarious. All right. Oh, Hocus Pocus tomorrow. Nice. Thank you for the heads up.
The new one comes out tomorrow, Hocus Pocus 2.
All right. We've got Kareen, and it's for just a partial. Kareen, we're going to do... there's some popping out already.
Yeah, I just had 2 pop out.
Oh, where did I put my... Hold up. Get your focus, Tiff. There it is. I like the affirmations. I'm going to do a couple tarot cards for her. Hi, Facebook user. We don't know who you are. You're going to tell us your name.
Yeah, I don't know. A sparkly, glittery, pink prom dress that just...
I do have a reverse card for her. And I usually don't do reverse, but I'm feeling that I need to with this card for Kareen. Okay, because it's going to make a lot of sense.
Oh, hi, Nicole.
Hi, Nicole. I love you. Whoa. Okay. I have several. It's going to be more guidance. Okay. You want to go first, Josh? I'm going to look at this reverse meaning real quick. Oh, this makes sense.
Do you want to go? Are you ready?
I'm ready to go. I mean, it's up to you, though.
Go ahead. Hey, hold on. I might have to mute anyways. Tanner's going to go off on something.
Okay, so Kareen, you got the reverse of the Ten of Wands, and I usually don't read reverses. This one is all about you releasing burdens in your life and prioritizing, because you have a lot on your plate, and it's like your plate is overflowing with responsibilities and people asking you for help, people needing and expecting things from you, tugging you in different directions. And this card in reverse is that reminder to put down some of that weight because it's not all yours to carry. And the affirmation on it is, I release my burdens into the ethers, knowing that the universe will help me to tend to the essentials, which makes sense because you have the Eight of Pentacles. And this one is a reminder that you have options. You have choices to sit within yourself, to meditate, to go within, because you are manifesting your dreams. You know what you want in life. You know what you want, what you need to come true within your life, what your life path is, your soul mission. You're very spiritual when it comes back to this. So it's a matter of weighing out those choices, following your heart, and not letting yourself get distracted by the burdens of other people. Because you as an empath, it's time for you to stand in your power. You got the Page of Wands. It's time for you to celebrate your life, celebrate your victory, celebrate your strengths, to dance to the beat of your own drum, to listen within, to follow your creativity, follow your guidance, because ultimately you are establishing yourself as a Queen of Wands. And when it comes to the Queen of Wands, she is super powerful. It's all about that creativity, all about finding your joy, expressing yourself, and building yourself back up again, standing in your authentic truth. And the affirmation on this one is, I fill my world with an intense light that connects and incites my passion. That's where you've got to follow the drum of your heart, because it's going to lead you in success. You are stepping into that alignment. And I love this card with the Page of Cups, because it's like when pigs fly. If you can dream it, you can make it real, Corrine. That is what you're supposed to do. Don't get distracted by so many other people and their burdens that you end up trying to help people with. Come back to yourself and prioritize. What you got, Josh?
Well, I drew 3 cards, and the first of the 3 cards I drew was the Spirals of Manifestation. So whatever it is that you're working on specifically, the Spirals of Manifestation is calling you to go in and work within yourself to bring that inner knowledge that you've got to bear, to bring about the things that you're going to be doing. And in order to do that, you've got to continue to focus in on the light and not get so drawn down by the negativity of things that people are saying. Don't hold anything back from any kind of your negative thoughts, or people that are downing you, or people that are trying to dissuade you, or keep you from what you're doing. Because the next card you got is the Sacred Fool, and we know the Fool starts off on the journey, and the Fool's journey is that spiritual path. We all start off as the Fool along that journey, and we gain our knowledge as we go. And don't be afraid to take that trip, to take that journey, but remember to stay lighthearted as you're doing it, and not allow the burdens to drag you down, to pull you down.
Lauren's right. Lauren, it's that going back to the drawing board. It's a joyous time of life. You see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand, and new beginnings. And I checked the bottom of the deck, which kind of ties it all together. She got the Empress card. The Empress card is about that divine feminine and connecting and strengthening her inner divine feminine. It's about her creativity. It's about motherhood, connecting to the goddess aspect, empathy, and unconditional love. It's about the holistic approach of mind, body, soul, and spirit. And when it comes to the Empress, the affirmation is, I am ready to give birth to my abundantly rich future. And like what Josh said, kind of letting go of those things that aren't sparking the light within you, and kindling that light within you is what's going to help you in your future steps.
Yeah, along that journey, you got to stay lighthearted. You got to stay with that. Don't go so far overboard one way that you're getting toxic with your positivity that nothing can go wrong, even when the house is burning down around you. You're like, no, it's not really burning down.
It's all an illusion.
Yeah, but don't allow hardships that come up to be things that cripple you and knock you down to the point where you don't think you can get back up again.
And she's such a shining light.
Because there's always lessons to be learned, and that's part of that spiral of manifestation.
Yes.
Is you might have to keep working through again and again and again on the same thing to be able to manifest it, because each time around that spiral, you're removing layers that you need to get through until you can receive that manifestation.
And really connecting with your empath abilities and really strengthening yourself, observing, not absorbing other people's stuff, and releasing what isn't yours. That's going to help make a lot of room. I hope this helps resonate, Corrine. If you need any other help, you can always message myself or Josh. Please let us know if this helps in the comments. We have Sunday next. Lauren. Yeah, Lauren, the Maya, the Matrix, the illusion, and breaking those old karmic patterns. So many of us are doing that right now. Love this. Thank you. So much gratitude to you.
You want to next?
Sunday.
What deck do you
Sunday
think
says she's scared. Don't be scared. I've had to put it raw to Sunday before. Like, she had some shit going down in her life and messaged me and was like, Tiffany, I need a reading. What do I do? And the cards do not lie. And so we are interpreting what we're getting because that's what you need to hear the most.
Which deck do you think I should use?
She loves Nightmare Before Christmas stuff, and she loves Halloween.
Okay, I'll read from the Halloween Oracle because I'm not reading from that tarot until the 31st.
Okay. Or Sacred Rebels. That one is pretty. That one is legit. I love this deck.
I'll read from this deck.
Oh, because of my connection with her of so many years. When I tap into Sunday, I can really feel you. Like, feel you. Even more than, girl, what the hell you got going on? We need to talk.
Full reading or what?
Let's do a full on this one because I just got 3 cards that are going to put it real. All right, Sunday, don't be scared. I'm pulling from the... Oh, girl. All right.
You go first because I'm not even got my first card pulled.
Sunday, give me a number. For your last card, I'm going to shuffle however many, whatever number you give me. Give me a number in the comments. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, she's been doing some work. That's what we got going on. Climbing up out of the murk and the muck. Picking yourself up by your bootstraps. Pulling yourself back together again and redefining who you are as a person. I knew it was 7. I already shuffled 7 times. Here we go. I'm going to pull from the bottom of the deck. All right. Here we go. All right. I swear, some of these cards, I remember some of the readings I've done for Sunday, and some of the same themes continue to come up for you. I want to just go back. I'm going to smack you with this card. Girl, judgment. It's time to let go of caring so much sometimes. And I know you're going to argue with me on this, and in your head, you're going to say that you don't care. But I know the truth. Okay? Because people's opinions and shit that people think does affect you. because you are sensitive and you're a caring, loving person. And it freaking hurts. And I know that. It's time to let go of worrying about other people's judgments, because you got the Nine of Swords. It's the spirit reminding you, you are not alone. It's okay to have those moments of being down. It's okay to allow yourself to feel the feels, but don't get stuck there, because you got the Two of Swords, which is all about you being reminded that you can pull off that blindfold anytime you want. This is also about seeing different perspectives in your life. Maybe looking at situations more as a learning life lesson. It's time to break karmic cycles, because you are on the path of the Eight of Cups. You are supposed to learn to stand on your own 2 feet, which you've been doing for such a long time, and a beautiful time doing it. You are literally on a soul journey, because you got the Ace of Swords. This is all about enlightenment, awakening, connecting to your divine self, connecting to your inner voice, connecting to who you really are, brainstorming. This is all about passion, your creativity. The thoughts that you're getting, you're supposed to follow these ideas. You're supposed to follow the ideas that are going to continue leading you on the path of your heart. You got the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is also about unconditional love for yourself. Giving yourself the same love that you give so much to other people. Surrounding yourself with your sisters, with your family, with your soul tribe. All right, this is the Three of Cups. This one is a magical number. And by doing so, it's going to help lift you back up again when you are feeling those moments of lows, because you are not meant to be stuck here. You are not meant to be in isolation and on your own all the time, or to suffer in silence. You are meant to help share those burdens with your balcony people, the people who are going to lift you up, because you are not alone. No matter how alone sometimes you might feel in things, you are not alone. And you know, I'm only a phone call away, and you always have a safe place to come stay with me. I got a new couch. My house has been organized. I need to talk with you. You can come stay with me, my sister, because you got the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands is about you bringing that creativity to life. You allowing yourself to do the things that you enjoy. Allow yourself to do things that are going to lift you up. What you got in that one, Josh?
I've just been holding up cards that coincide with what you're saying.
Which ones you got? And then I'm going to read some of the affirmations.
Are you done with your cards?
I've got 2 more cards, and I'll finish. I can do those after you go.
No. Go ahead and finish your cards, because I want to see if they keep going the same way.
Okay. Well, the Ace of Wands, for that one, I do want to read the book description, because it's new ideas, seeding of potentials, the arrival of inspiration, intense moments of creativity, the mirror-like nature of consciousness and the interconnectedness of all things, and your ability to manifest. Mind your thoughts. Do positive affirmations, because if you're constantly stuck in that negative thought pattern, you are just recreating some of the same old things over and over and over again. It's time for you to get out of those patterns, because the affirmation for this one is, I seed my brilliant future with the root of creativity and inspiration. And she got the Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck. All right. I am trying to remember. That one's all about contemplation again. A lot of these are about, she's been stuck in her head. And it's time for her to realize that she is not her thoughts. She is the spirit, the mind, the being behind those thoughts. And to start taking more control of that, because you have some missing opportunities for abundance. It's time to meditate. All right, time to appreciate what you've been given. Because the affirmation is, I see the fullness and the richness in my life. It's all about the love. and about the love that you carry so deeply within you. That love is your answer. And the Ace of Cups affirmation, I did not do that one. It is, my heart is open and filled with love. That's new connections. That's your friendships. That's newfound emotions and the awakening of your heart with joyous outcomes. Because everything is going to be okay. It is. And you need to call me my Sunday. I love you so much with all my heart. What you got, Josh?
Well, it's funny that you end with that card because the first card in my run is Eternal Love. And love is love and transcends physical death. But this card's been hitting me with a couple of different things. This could be a love that's coming because it can have that kind of meaning that there is a love coming for, or it can also stand for a love that has been lost. But this card is all about standing in love. But part of what I kept getting a feeling for in this card is almost like it is the loss of a part of yourself
Yes.
that you're having to reconnect with and learn to love that lost part of yourself. I don't think this is so much a partner as so much a part of yourself. And the next card that came in was the Underworld, where all things pause and begin again. And so this isn't a bad card. This isn't a negative card, but this is a card where you stop and you take time. And then this is a card signifying a need to rest, a need to pause, a need to take a stop. That's like the winter for, the earth is a pause where we pause the growing seasons. Everything goes dormant. And then, very little grows through the winter seasons. And then we come back out of that during the spring, we come alive again. So we need to follow those
fall.
Huh?
I feel alive in the fall. What's with me?
Because it's celebration time.
Oh, true. Good point.
It's celebration time. We're celebrating the harvest.
That's the witchy in me.
But you need to take the time to take that pause yourself.
She does.
And don't worry, because you've also got the Skull of Light, which is illumination. And so you've got a lot of brightness in you, and don't be afraid of that darkness that you've got going on. The next couple cards really pull into it because the next one is the Skull of Stars, which stands for infinite possibilities. Because of the path and the journey that you are on, you're at a point where you have infinite possibilities, but only as long as you do not allow the unnecessary fear to creep in and keep you from moving forward. The graveyard card signifies that unnecessary fear and not allowing it to take control. As long as you do not allow that unnecessary fear to creep in and take control, you're going to have joy. There's going to be a rejoicing in the present is what it says. So you're going to have a joy. And the cards are very specifically in the autumn and the harvest themes, because this joy is going to come in a time of harvest after the work that you have been doing. And after the work that you have yet to do is come to the point where it's time to harvest those fruitions. And in that, there's going to be a synergy where you're reconnecting with things, and there's going to be a healing power in that, just as everything works together in the cauldron. We all like joy, but we got to go through some of the rough stuff so we know what the joy is like. Hello, Facebook user, whoever just joined and said hello.
Thank you.
It just shows up as Facebook user to us on StreamYard. If you could tell us who you are, we'd appreciate it.
I do want to pull for Sunday an oracle card. I'm being called to this one. It's from the Vintage Wisdom. Sunday is such an old soul. Playfulness.
Hello,
Oh, look how
Crystal.
beautiful. Sunday, look at this card. Look at the butterfly. Sunday has the most beautiful butterfly tattoo. Tap into that energy of playfulness, Sunday. Allow yourself to play. Allow yourself to continue healing through play. You're great at doing things like putting together flower arrangements. You're great with those aspects of your creativity. It's time for you to allow yourself the opportunities to do so and to feel that lightness of your heart. It's going to help you along this path. And you can always come here and we can paint together. I'm down for that. I love you. She says, thank you that was enlightening. She said she likes joy.
We all like joy. Joy's nice.
I know, right? I love you, Sunday. Hi, Crystal Morissette. How you doing, sister? I haven't talked to you in a hot minute. All right. We have Amanda Ashley for a partial.
All right. I'm feeling the Sacred Rebel deck.
Go for it. Amanda
After
Ashley, let us know you're here in the comments, please.
After I light my cigarette.
If there are any kids watching, know that smoking is not healthy. Oh, man. Ooh.
We're reading for Amanda Ashley right now?
Yep. Let me see here. I got more than 3 cards, but I always have more than 3 cards.
Tiffany's partial is a Celtic cross, a full Lenormand Grand Tableau.
I don't know really how to do partials. I don't even know why I offer partials because I suck at them. Okay, a partial for me is like 4 cards. A full spread for me is like 10. Okay.
I mean, you can just set up. You don't have to offer partials if you don't want. You can set up just
it helps people, though, you know.
I know.
Okay, Amanda, girl, you have had the heartbreak, sister. Okay, my heart hurts just looking at this card. It makes me want to cry. But know that through that heartbreak, your heart is healing and your heart will heal. And a big important part of it is you got the Devil card, okay? This one is not as big and scary as people think it is, but this is that reminder you've got to let go of your vices. You've got to let go of what is harming you. And I really feel that there's codependency here. I feel there's a narcissistic family line. You are very much breaking those ancestral patterns, and you are a game changer in your family line, okay? And so you've got to let go of the toxicity around you because it's really, really, girl, it's breaking your heart, okay? Your heart keeps breaking because you love and give and care so much as the empath that you are. And a lot of times it's to narcissistic types. Complex PTSD stuff. We're talking healing those traumas, recognizing the red flags, surrounding yourself with healthy people, giving yourself the rest and the rejuvenation that you need. Look at this. She's got her heart next to her. To heal her heart. Going to your safe place. Surrounding yourself with your safe people. Because in temperance, you will find solace. Have patience with yourself. Stop beating yourself up. Some of the things that have happened to you are not your fault. Okay? Are not your fault. Quit shouldering the blame. Because you got the Hierophant. You're very much on a spiritual walk. You are very much on an enlightening path of awakening and having patience for yourself, giving yourself that grace that you need. That is going to help you with your restoration and your healing your heart, healing your life, okay? Working with those vices and letting them go, and working with the aspects of yourself, that codependency, working with those aspects and healing those aspects of yourself are going to heal your heart and give you the peace that you need, that tranquility that you need. There's this great book called Codependent No More by Beatty, and there's a workbook that goes with it. I recommend this book 110%. Check it out. You can get it on Amazon, on a Kindle, anything like that. I even have a digital copy, a PDF version that I can send to you if you want to message me. That book will be transformational for you because it's all about healing the codependency within us. And the Hierophant card, I'm going to read the affirmation for that one because it's really important, because ultimately that's part of your soul purpose. Because the affirmation is, I am my own guru, and the guidance I need is rooted in my faith, my belief, and my unique essence. Okay? This is who you really are. Time to let go of the vices. Set those boundaries. Learn those red flags. And stand in your power. Josh, what you got?
First card I got is, what do you feel?
Oh, she's an empath. She feels everything.
Yes. But the one thing that she's got to make sure she's feeling is her own power and her own strength, and standing in that, and her own confidence and her own self-worth. Those are things that she's been struggling with, and she needs to come to terms with and realize, so she can stand in those things, because once she starts doing that, she'll be able to bring it to form. And she'll be able to manifest the things that she's wanting to manifest, and the things that she's wanting to bring into form when she starts to stand in and understand who she is herself. But one of the things that she's desperately seeking is people with a like mind, people who are doing collaborative dreaming, people who are looking for, she's looking for that community, because she's seeking out conscious connections with people. She's done with the mundane. You're done with the surface stuff. It's time to dive a little deeper. And if it's not going to connect on those levels, it just doesn't have that appeal or that draw anymore. And that's going to tie into your relationships as well. If that person doesn't appeal to you on those deeper spiritual levels, you're going to find either they're pulling away from you as you're diving deeper, or you're pulling away from them, one of the two.
That's where she's got those life changes, and she's been doing the inner work, and it's time for that inner work to also spread over into the outer work.
Hi, Brittany.
Working on healing those karmic cycles, because you've got this, you recognize the pattern. Time to take charge, okay? Time to set those boundaries, because you're a warrior and you've got this. Hope that helps. You have to let us know in the comments. Okay. Yeah. She says spot on. It keeps coming to her. Melissa, yes.
Oh, thank you, Ashley.
Codependent No More is such a fabulous book. And then there's even like some follow-up books that come after it that are just for anybody who's an empath, who's had narcissistic relationships, who's a codependent type. That book is transformational.
Sabrina, I was honestly thinking about that earlier today. Like, when we're doing readings, and I know for myself, a lot of times when I'm doing readings, the reading will speak to me on different things that I need to address. And it might not necessarily be speaking to me the same way the cards are speaking to the other person, but as I'm doing the reading, the cards are hitting me in a different way from where I'm at. And I know that message is meant for me. There's a different message meant for them.
It's true. And, you know, it's one of those, if it resonates with you, you were meant to hear it for that purpose.
Right. And I was thinking about that and how that sometimes the readings that we give can resonate with others as well, not just the person we're given the reading for.
Well,
and if it resonates with you, take what resonates, even if it's only part of it, take that part of it and put that to use.
You were meant to hear it for that reason.
Right.
And you were guided to come 20 minutes late to hear that message, because that message was also for you too. Like Josh said, just maybe in a different way. And that's the thing. So many of us are riding similar waves. Okay. And on these waves, there are those certain aspects within our human collective that we're going through some similar experiences, similar struggles, similar trials. And that's where, you know, a reading for another empath, another person who is walking a similar path as you, another who's dealing with codependency, breaking those cycles, that reading very much will have a lot that's going to resonate, because there are those aspects of yourself that are so similar to them. And it's part of like an empath's trial that we all go through. Christina, I just love you. She was just thinking the same thing. And
Sabrina,
right.
Sabrina, do you want a live reading tonight, or are you wanting to book a private session, a private reading?
Yeah, just let us know, Sabrina. Brittany called it. Spirit knows. And when you're listening, we are all connected. Brittany, how's the baby daughter doing? How's honey girl? Let me know how she's doing. Tammy's never had a live reading. Live readings are fun. They're not as in depth, but live readings hit the mark, and Josh and I, we synchronize really well. All right, we have got Tracy. Oh wait, Ashley Powell. Are you still here with us, sweetheart? Ashley for partial. And then Amanda Aguilar, Maria, Christy. I've got Christina with her pendulum question. Josh will also pull runes for y'all if you've never had runes pulled. They are amazing. All right, Ashley Powell is here.
Sorry, I'm off doing one of those techie things again. Sorry, I'm scatterbrained tonight.
It's okay. Sabrina's never had a live reading herself. All right.
My squirrel brain is taking over right now.
If you could, in the comments, Josh, put your Cash App and your PayPal again.
I'm putting a thing that's got the partial and the full with your PayPal and my Cash App all in it. That's what I'm setting. That's literally what I was in the process of setting up.
And we won't turn anyone down. You know, if you need some cards pulled and, you know, money is just way too tight and that's too much, then we're not going to turn you down. You know what I mean? Okay, we've got Sabrina. If you want some cards, you'll have to let us know if you want partial or full. Nikki Vinson as well.
There we go.
And we had Tammy Bratcher. You'll have to let us know if you would like some cards. Ashley Powell says that was her first live reading. Oh my gosh, I just love y'all.
Yay!
Hi, Amber Joy. Ooh, we have a question. Here we go. Girl, you're talking my story right there and kind of Josh's. Empaths. All right, this is a general rule across the board. from working with lots of empaths, y'all. This is something that we struggle with because we are healers. And as an empath, we see the good in people, okay? And they could be addicted to drugs. They could be narcissistic. We could be seeing the red flags. It could be like, oh my gosh, they're abusive. Holy crap, this person's toxic. Oh, but I see that they're a good soul and I can help heal and fix them. Then they snag us, they manipulate us, they gaslight us, they hook us, and it becomes a cycle. And we get stuck in the cycle over and over and over again. Different people, different faces, same darn theme. Over and over and over again. So Tammy, it is not just you, sister. It is most empaths.
But there is a way to do that. And part of that is learning how to heal your own personal traumas. It's a matter of learning to understand and recognize who these people are. There is a point where you hit a healing point as an empath where you start to see narcissists before they can latch onto you.
I'm like,
and when a narcissist gets that, when a narcissist realizes an empath can read them and understand where they're at and they can't manipulate you, they're terrified of you.
Game on. When you start calling the bullshit. When you start saying, I see you, I feel you, I know you, and this isn't going to work, we become scary, okay? But the thing is then that can make us a target. That's where I know in situations where I've been abused, okay? I'm still healing from traumas. Josh, you know, we walk a similar path. And it's one of those things that learning to empower ourselves, learning to not doubt what we're picking up. Because so often we end up gaslighting ourselves because it's like hard for us to fathom that somebody could be that manipulative, that somebody could be legitimately that cruel. And it's hard for us. We need to learn to accept things as they are and quit gaslighting ourselves into seeing it in a brighter way.
I suggest you pick up this book that I have tagged right here. It is The Empath Survival Guide by Judith Orloff. She is a medical doctor. She wrote a book for empaths and highly sensitive people. She talks about how to heal yourself as an empath. She talks about dealing with narcissists in there and how to fend off narcissists as well.
I will never forget, you know.
You might have to just cut them out of your life, Bethany. There's points and times where you just got to cut connections with them.
Oh, girl, Tammy.
If they are unwilling to change, I mean, it's a sad point of life. If they are really unwilling to change and they continue to bring abusive behavior towards you, you need to just
put up boundaries first and recognize it. And they're going to hate your boundaries. They're going to try to bulldoze them because they're your parent and they want control.
Yep. And if they refuse to respect your boundaries, you cannot allow that to continue.
No. I legitimately, okay, therapy, counseling as well, finding a good therapist that is good with handling children of narcissistic parents. I've been with my counselor for 2 years, y'all, and a big portion of what we have to constantly work on is those patterns in my own life, that programming in my own life, and teaching me how to reparent myself, how to be the mother that I need, how to love my own self unconditionally, and learning how to say no. And the first time you start saying no to a parent that is toxic, a parent that is more on the narcissistic spectrum, the more they're going to push back on you, okay? And you've got to prepare yourself for that and hold those boundaries strong and give yourself distance. I had to move to another little town to give myself distance because some in my family don't understand that when a door is closed and locked, that means don't come in and knock and wait, not get a key and let yourself in, like those kind of things. And like really establishing independence as an adult, because a big problem with the narcissistic parenting type is they infantize us. They constantly want us to be that little child, and they don't recognize us as a thriving, surviving adult that we are. And it's like we're constantly struggling to prove that we're a big girl or big boy. I mean, and recognizing that pattern, and in the end, learning to forgive them, because that pattern is something that they picked up from their childhood. That personality type is something that they're carrying from toxicity in their family line. And part of our job is to recognize that, see it, forgive it, and heal ourselves to be empowered.
Bethany, in your situation, what I would suggest is try to limit your access
as much as possible. Try to do things to create enough of a space that can be yours away if you can, if they'll respect that. I mean, I understand it's hard living on disability. I've had to live with roommates where, I was living with a friend or buddy or sometimes a total stranger, and they just had no respect of personal space or personal boundaries and stuff like that. And it's just, and when it's a parent that thinks that they have those rights because they're your child, you're their child, and they don't identify you as an adult, they still identify you as a child. And I have some disabilities as well. I deal with some anxiety issues. I deal with some PTSD issues. I deal with autoimmune issues of chronic pain issues. And a lot of times I can tell you, my father looks at me not as an adult. He looks at me like I'm a 15-year-old child that can't do anything for themselves, when all I'm needing is, hey, after this medical procedure they're going to medicate me really heavily, and I'm not going to be able to safely drive home. Can I get a ride?
Attached. If you need help, be prepared for manipulation agenda strings. Like, well, I drove you the other day, so that means that you need to listen to me rant at you about something that happened when you were 16 or something for an hour. And it's like, what?
And it's just that kind of weird manipulation. But what you got to do is just learn how to let that stuff go. Like,
and love them anyways. See the brokenness, y'all.
I usually try to deflect the conversation off to something else. So
I am a mess. I have to go to the bathroom all of a sudden.
Whoever the Facebook user is, we can't see your name, so you're going to have to let us know.
Put me back in the group.
Oh, it's Brittany.
Oh, Brittany, I need your help. Please put me back in the group. I had retrograde. Girl, which group? Of course, put you back. And Bethany says she has never been in a chat before. She's not sure how she got here, but this is cool. Tammy, that is because you were meant to hear what we got to say.
Okay, who are we supposed to be reading for so I can start focusing?
Hi, Kat Elaine. I missed you. Oh, that's Kat. Hi, sister. Bethany, stand in your boundaries. Tammy, I have a criminal trespass on a former relationship with someone who's an active addict right now. And I know how hard that is. But you've got to protect yourself, okay?
It's Nicole who needs back into the group.
Oh, Nicole. Got you, Nicole. All right. We have Amanda Aguilar, and Amanda is here. Nicole, I'll add you in a second.
And Amanda was a full reading?
Amanda is full reading. Mm-hmm. Okay. Hey, we've got a lot of empaths in here tonight. I feel that it's like that is something that we need to speak on more, to help to empower each other more, because so many of us go through such similar situations, and opening up that dialogue and talking about it is very important.
Well, I mean, that's kind of part of what I want these Q&As to be, is where people can come in with those kind of questions and we can talk about like those kind of things, you know. It's the kind of things that matters to us.
Well, we know firsthand too.
Yeah. And by us, I mean everyone that's involved in this group right now, everyone that's in here with us. I'm not talking just you and me. I'm talking, you know, everyone that's in the chat. It's the community. It's the people that are, you know, walking along this path, that are seeking for different answers and dealing with different things and trying to understand the deeper aspects of things, while also trying to just live and heal through the trauma and all the crap and stuff we go through on a daily basis.
Oh, wow. We have got...
But part of it's also in seeing the beauty of it all too.
It is. It is. And learning to not hold resentments. That's when you know that you're really doing the deep healing work, is where you're able to let resentments go. Because resentments are like poison to an empath. And it's something that we have to learn to release and offer forgiveness. There's a great Hawaiian forgiveness prayer or a mantra called Ho'oponopono. And we can share it in the comments here in a minute. Ho'oponopono was recommended to me by one of my therapists through counseling. And I go back to that one periodically to do that deep healing, the deep releasing, because it is also establishing our own culpability, our own enabling, our own behavior in these different situations, and holding ourselves accountable, releasing that, you know, releasing and forgiving within ourselves, and releasing and forgiving the other person. It's truly healing.
I have a buddy of mine who, if he was here, he would so jump on and repeat that whole thing, because he knows it all by heart.
Crap. I'm having like one of those like major brain farts. I'm gonna say it real quick now that you got me. All right.
What are you doing? Oh, you're looking it up?
Yeah. It is in my head.
Tiffany goes silent. It's like,
It's like, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Like that kind of thing. And it also works with releasing yourself from the burdens. I can't remember the exact, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. So the thanking is like, you know, for the lessons learned, for the growth you gained, and it's releasing, you know, and it's allowing yourself, giving yourself permission to be released and to release someone else from maybe a soul contract even, or from traumatic situations or situations that you need healing from. It's a beautiful healing prayer. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. That's it. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Okay. There we go. All right. Josh, you want to go first or me?
You can, because I'm still trying to figure out just exactly where these cards are going. I kind of got an idea, but they're...
All right. We have got...
Okay.
Yes. Bethany said it. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you and thank you. All right. Amanda, you've had a tower moment. A tower moment where there's like a collapse of some relationships in your life, where it almost seemed like everything was just I'm just going to say, just going to shit for a while there, okay? Like the bad days, the crap that just kept piling up on you became really overwhelming. Wait, we've got Ashley Powell. We read, this is Amanda Aguilar, right, Josh?
Yeah, this is Amanda.
This is Amanda. We already did Ashley Powell, didn't we? We just did Ashley. No. We did Amanda Ashley.
You've got the list of people.
I got Ashley Powell marked off. That's the last one we did, right? Okay. Nope, we did Amanda Ashley. Ashley Powell, we'll read you right after Amanda Aguilar. Got it. I got confused there for a moment.
And that was a partial reading. That was a mini reading for her.
Yes. We'll pull for her. We got you, boo. Okay, thank you. So Amanda, you've had this power moment and you have gone internal. You've gone within. You got the Hermit card because you needed the Hanged Man. You needed to gain perspective on the direction of your life because ultimately you are on very much a spiritual journey and you are on a journey of self-discovery. You are being reminded that all the seeds that you planted are now coming to fruition. You are ending the time of the Tower. You've cleared out the old. You've made way for the new. You got the Knight of Pentacles, which is all about abundance. And we're talking material manifestation and abundance as well. As long as you, Nine of Wands, stand in your light, stand in your truth, stand in your path, and ride your own wave, you, my dear, will step into the power of the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles will lead you to the Wish card. The Wish card is the Nine of Cups. This is one of the luckiest cards in the entire deck. So from that Tower card through this internal journey that you've been doing within yourself, you are reestablishing who you are as a person. You are reestablishing the walk that you are walking in this life. You've very much been going on a healing and soul journey. And the Queen of Pentacles mantra is, let me see here. I've got to say the mantra for this one because it's important. Pentacles, Pentacles, Pentacles. Pentacles are all about like earthly, worldly matters. And the Queen of Pentacles is a powerhouse. Ace of Pentacles. Where are you, Queenie? There we are. My pages got stuck together. Queen of Pentacles, mantra. I enjoy my deeply connected life, and I lead it with an outpouring of warmth, abundance, and love, because you are stepping into your power as a healer. You are a self-made person. Material wealth and abundance, strength and family and community, a kind and nurturing heart. You're down to earth and you are so generous because you are a self-made queen. This card is reminding you to step into abundance by shifting the shadows that you're holding on to around wealth and security, because you, my dear, are safe now. That Tower moment is over. Your finances are leveling up. Your money game is leveling up. Give yourself permission to rise in the upper ranks. This is a positive message of creature comfort and happiness, an earthly medicine that's ushering in a life well lived in the material world. Be sure to connect with nature to find your calm, your healing, and your rooted power, and harness the abundance that's available to you by bringing groundedness to your situation. Shower others with warm blessings from your charitable heart, as loyalty, family, and community are themes at this time. Your nurturing and down-to-earth approach will give stability and support to those in your life. You don't overextend yourself, and be careful of enabling others or over-mothering them. They must learn to walk on their own. Bring your self-worth and guidance into glorious, powerful love, because ultimately you are stepping into a golden age of your life right now. You are stepping into your abundance and into who you really are. And it's a beautiful thing. What you got, Josh?
All right. So what I got goes along the same ways. First off, you're going against the grain. You're not sticking with the norm. You're not sticking with you're not going with the flow of the crowd. You are someone that even amongst your peers, you don't necessarily always go with the flow of what's going on. And part of that is you're involved with a collaborative dreaming. But the collaborative dreaming that you're involved with is within your higher self. It's a dreaming of a vision, of a goal, of a future, of a plan that you have that you're working on to try to pull into fruition. Something that is trying to manifest and come to pass. And part of that is holding that dream and bringing that dream into alignment with the higher self. And part of that is also remembering to remember softly, softly, the tender touch. You need to be gentle with yourself. Don't always hold yourself so, don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be harsh on yourself if things don't necessarily go in the way that you think they should go. Don't hold yourself really strict and accountable if you are, things just aren't developing in the time frame that you think. You need to be soft. You need to be gentle with yourself. Take that time to give yourself that ability to know how things are going to work out. To give yourself that time to just be gentle with yourself. Give yourself that self-care. Mm-hmm. Give yourself that time to relax. Give yourself that time to rest. Those are important things, because she feels, she knows. You feel everything that comes your way, and you know what your paths are, and you're feeling those emotions. But you're like in this card, because she's feeling so deep, she's also feeling so beat up as well. So beat up as well.
That's it. It's that healing journey that she's going through. She's such an empath as well, that feeling card. She's clairsentient. She needs to learn her gifts.
Well, once she gets herself to the point where she frees herself from the judgment of thinking what others think about her, and even the perceptions of her own self, and she opens herself up even more, she's going to be free to love. And this isn't just loving others. This is going to be free to dive deeper into that self-love. And that's where all of the true power comes from, is standing in love. No matter what aspect of it is, if you're standing in love, that's where it's going to be its ultimate strongest. So when you stand within your own power, and your power is centered on love, and you're standing in that, and that's really what this next card's really, really a strong one on, is what is already within you, because that love is already within you. That is already there, and you just have to stand in this. You've got to feel it. You've got to come into alignment with this and allow it to flow in and through you. And as you do that, you're going to continue diving deeper and deeper for the light. Your journey is just going to continue to go deeper and deeper, and it's going to be a beautiful journey, and it's going to be something that is very enchanting. I mean, this card is very, very enchanting. So your journey is going to be very enchanting, but you've got to learn to let go of holding on to what other people think about you. Stand in your power. Don't hold on to people's perceived notions of who or what they think you should be.
They don't define you. That's the thing.
Exactly.
Others' opinions do not define you. And it's time for you to let go of others' opinions of who they think you should be, who they think you are, and for you to see yourself as you, to own that power within you. The 9 of Cups mantra goes right along with what Josh is saying. I open my grateful heart to the gifts that are coming my way. What have you been wishing for? allowing yourself to experience the fulfillment of this journey, to fill your life with laughter and bliss, to spur you into that next phase of happiness. Take stock of the feels that are surfacing. Remember to practice gratitude for the manifestation of your dreams. The appearance of this card is an auspicious message of prosperity, harmony, and getting what you desire. What you've been working toward is coming to you. So enjoy life's pleasures and sink into the awe and wonder of that joyous heart, into that love like Josh is talking about, and that self-love that's going to shine out from you, and it's going to help lift everyone else up around you.
Like when you hear people talk about ascension and things along those lines, to me, it's not about like this, oh, well, like I've hit some spiritual plateau and I'm so much higher and advanced than you and everything.
That's
to
ego.
me, yes, to me, ascension is when you start to drop deeper into that point of love as you stand more and more in that love, and you get to the point to where you're not just operating from a point of love. You're not operating from a viewpoint of love, of a stance of love. You actually become a living embodiment of love.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that is what ultimate ascension is when you get to the point that every breath you take is a representation of your love of life, of your love of everything that is in this world, that is in this universe, that is part of everything around you, that it is everything you do is an expression of love. That's that ultimate ascension. Not, being on some, different spiritual plane and, perceiving that you're, somehow elevated amongst people, because as you connect to that love, you actually connect to people when you come and you stand on their level. When you look at some of the great, like what we would call ascendant masters, like, Yeshua, Jesus Christ, you look at people like Buddha, they came and spoke to people as equals to them, not above them. They didn't preach down to them. They had conversations with them. They talked to them, not at them.
Absolutely.
They didn't elevate themselves above them.
No.
They were on that same level with them.
Yes. Beautiful. She says, yes, yes, yes. Oh, Amanda, sending you so much love. She's in tears. Everything she feels. She says, thank you so much. Of course. If you need any help or any other guidance, you can always reach out to myself or Josh.
Absolutely.
And Sabrina, yes, we can add a pendulum question after your reading. Let's see here. Tammy says she has a friend that's into crystals and healing and things, and she sent her some groups to check out. Awesome. You can check out my group, Modern Mystic, as well. There's so much information. I set that group up as a learning group. So there are topics, there are articles, there are files that are uploaded, books that are uploaded, in the resources that are PDF format. So you can, if you're interested in that, you can check out the group, get a vibe for it. Of course, much love to you, Amanda. We've got, okay, Ashley Powell.
Give me a second. I need to go turn down I had the heat on in here earlier, and it's getting a tad warm.
You had the heat on? I had the AC on. I am in Texas.
We got down below 40 degrees last night, okay?
It was like 60.
Yeah, it was cold here last night. I'll be right back. I'm gonna shut my camera off and mute my mic. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna start with Ashley. Ashley, are you still here with us? Ashley Powell. All right, let's see what the tarot has to say for Miss Ashley. I'm gonna Palo Santo real quick. Just a quick clearing and blessing. I'm gonna cleanse my deck a little bit. I've been using it. All right, Ashley, I got you, boo. I may need one of those torch lighters like Josh has, because lighting this with this lighter, I need a creme brulee lighter. I didn't even know what that was. I learned something new today about that. Yeah, this is taking me forever. Come on, man. There we go. Okay. I love the smell of the Palo Santo wood. This one is equitably sourced out of Peru. Or it's Ecuador. I think it's Ecuador. Okay, perfect. All right, Miss Ashley. Ooh, a chunk of cards just flew out for you, sister. Let's see what we got here. Goodness. Bottom of the deck. All right. The way I like to do live readings is I lay out the tarot in order, and then I read the story from the tarot itself. Okay. We got a lot going on here. Hold it. That makes sense. What do we have? Give me a second. Okay. All right. Ashley, you have been doing what's called mirror work, okay? And with mirror work, you have been taking stock of everything about yourself, everything about situations, circumstances, relationships, people in your life. And you are being reminded that you have the vision to see correctly. And you have the wisdom and the knowledge and the skills to help yourself to become the magician of your own life, to become that alchemist. There we go. I just got the word alchemist for you. You're working in inner alchemy. You are transmuting negative emotions as the empath that you are into healed, positive emotions. That's part of your mirror work, is being able to look at even what would be perceived as negative situations as things that actually level you up, that are healing you. Because ultimately the Five of Pentacles is you have been searching for that inner wisdom, and you have the keys to the doors of manifesting the life that you're dreaming of. Because ultimately you have the Sun card, and the Sun card is about allowing yourself, you've got to allow yourself to shine bright, okay? You have got to stop dimming yourself. Because when you dim who you are not resonating in alignment with your truth. And it's time for you to allow your own magic to shine. Time for you to allow yourself to shine. Quit holding yourself back. This is the big yes card, okay? This is the card that's saying that things are turning around. There will be success. And you got the Six of Pentacles, which is all about balance. And it's that balance of give and take. This is a card of abundance. The more that you give with a generous heart, the more that you're going to receive back in your life. You got the Four of Pentacles. This one is about also stocking up and saving. This is about when abundance starts coming in, putting some in savings. getting yourself a stronger foundation, because ultimately you have been going through a death and rebirth. You have been a lot of transitions going on for a lot of people. And through this death and rebirth, you have the big happy family card, the 10 of Pentacles. Through this death and rebirth, it's helping you to be who you need to be for the people you love. To stand in that strength and know that you've got the 2 of Cups, that you are not alone in this. This is like the soulmate card. This is a card that says that you do have partners in your life that are there at that soul contract level, that are there with that purpose of being with you at this time. And you got the Lover card. So this tells me that that soulmate is a lover. And another big happy family card, the 10 of Cups. I'm going to read the affirmation from the Lover card. The affirmation on that one is, my heart is open to deeply meaningful relationships, and I expand into this union with loving trust. That makes sense. 10 of Cups affirmation. The 10 of Cups affirmation, this one right here. I live in a state of oneness by bringing harmony and love into my relationships. That's community, love, soulmates. This is family, divine connections, heart opening and expansion and wholeness. This is a powerful card of connected hearts, giant love, and devoted acceptance, often seen as the one big happy family card. It's giant yes for relationships and love, and it does predict a fairy tale ending for you. Allow your heart's expansive energy to pour out in all your connections, including those in your community. Bring gratitude and generosity to your life every day. Focus on others and gift them with your energy through your time, kindness, and service, because that is going to help you to shine that light. It's going to help you to manifest more abundance, that you can have that strong foundation that is so needed for that big happy family, for the love in your life and the soulmate connections. What'd you get, Josh?
Well, I've got, first off, you're going beyond the normal. You're not satisfied with the mundane. You're not satisfied with the day-to-day. You have got to go above and beyond the normal. You can't stay with what society says is acceptable. Your life has to stand out. What you do, what you're seeking, every aspect of you has to stand out in a way that just, and it's not like a showy or a flashy way.
No.
It's that you just can't accept the mundane. But it's also one of the things, and this card just showed back up, and I see this card come up with so many women. The softly, the tender touch. Remember to give yourself the self-care that you need in your process. So many people do not take care of themselves, or they think that, okay, well, I'm making sure I eat, I'm eating healthy,
No, we're talking nurturing.
I'm staying up with my hygiene and stuff along those things. But I'm talking about going beyond. Pamper yourself, baby yourself, take care of yourself. You have to be your first lover. You have to be that very first person to love yourself. And you have to love yourself with that soft, tender touch, because no one else will if you're not willing to do it yourself. And as you start to do that, you're going to come to life. People are going to see the real you break out of your shell as you start to learn how to nurture yourself, how to take care of yourself. And they're going to see your true colors start to come through. They're going to see those colors shine. And the thing is, those colors really need to shine because you've been going through a storm, and you're in a phase now where you're after the storm. And as this storm is clearing, you might be in still some of the tail end of the storm. A little bit of it might still be brewing. There might be some little after effects of the storm going on still. But the thing is, as you got to stand in that coming to life and showing out your true colors, because you need to shine through that storm, because there is something coming for you that is heaven sent. It's a message. It's a companionship. It's something that you've been seeking, that you've been asking for. Heaven is opening up the pathways to send this for you. So the things are being put into order for things that you have been asking for, things that you've been seeking for to come to pass. The one thing that I've got to say in all of this is remain strong in giving gratitude for the things that you're seeking. Give gratitude for them as if you have already received them. Yeah. Give gratitude for them as if they are already a part of your life, because that opens up the energetic avenues for those things to come into being and exist. So if it's a partner, if it's a relationship of some kind, if it's a business, if it's whatever it is, give the thanks and the gratitude as if it is already there.
Her manifestation. She's been working on it. That is perfect. And that goes right along with that sun card. And the affirmation is, I am whole. I am more than enough. I shine like the sun when I am happy. That's your fulfillment. That's you manifesting your dreams. That's your inner beauty radiating outward. That's your big yes, and that's your inspiration. We hope this helps. Josh, do you have anything else?
I think that's what I've got. I was looking at what Melissa Ferguson had put up. It said you guys work well together. Would love to see more lives with you both. We're going to be doing more lives together. Tiffany is often showing up on my Tuesday night show. I host a podcast called Breaking Reality. We do a live roundtable discussion on those nights, and Tiffany is pretty much always there as long as she's available. And then I am going to be setting up to go live 2 nights a week. I'm going to be doing Thursday nights and Saturday nights from here on out, where, yes, give me a second. I will get you a link to the podcast, where I am going to be doing these lives exactly like this. And if Tiffany's feeling okay, I definitely want her joining me. There might be some times where there might be other readers joining as well, because we have a couple of other approved readers within our group who
we have some
will join in.
Great gifted people that we work with.
Would absolutely love to get Brittany on here doing some readings.
Absolutely. And
just throwing it out there if Brittany's watching right now. Brittany.
Hint,
Brittany.
Hint, Britt. Hint, hint. And with like myself, I talk about this very openly. And Josh can totally understand, and that's where we have to be flexible, or I have to be kind of flexible with like my schedule. I've had to be more flexible. I have lupus and fibromyalgia and a bunch of their friends, autoimmune wise. And I go through what's called IVIG. It's a gamma globulin infusions, and I get those 3 days a month. And it knocks me on my booty a little bit. I'm doing really good right now to have been hooked up to IVs 3 days last week. I'm really impressed with myself. And I had ketamine treatments on Monday for the fibromyalgia. So Josh is kind of inspiring me more to pull myself together and get myself back out there doing lives and card readings and helping out, and even beyond like my daily posts. So he's been an inspiration and has gotten me out of my healing cocoon a little bit. And we have a lot of things in common, Josh and I. He deals with a lot of similar medical stuff that I do. So we understand each other in that way.
It's just I my benefit is I deal with lupus and fibromyalgia and some of the other autoimmune issues as well. It's just my lupus attacks me differently than what Tiffany's attacks hers.
Mine's organs. So mine is my big organs, y'all. Like
and mine attacks my joints and my like connective tissue. So like my tendons, the cartilage, like the muscles at times. And so that's where I've got more of my issue. Mine's more the muscular skeletal, where it's attacking, and Tiffany's, because it can attack any part of your body, any aspect of your body.
Yeah. Lupus is like, hey, we're going to go for the heart this month. Oh, what about those kidneys? How are they doing over there? You know?
Yeah.
Oh, liver? Oh, look at, just send some antibodies to attack that one. Mine is quite hyperactive. But the IVIG has been amazing. I started a new lupus treatment, another infusion called Safinello. It's a new medication that was released last January. I've been waiting for that one. It is working. I developed Cushing's along the way. Cushing syndrome sucks. Gained a lot of weight with that one. That's from the prednisone. I've been on prednisone for 13 years every day. It's just, it sucks, man. But there's that growth in it, and there's that strength that we gain from the struggles that we have in life. And it's definitely helped to mold me along my spiritual path. And I don't beat myself up for it anymore. And Melissa, girl, ketamine for fibro, I swear by it. After my first month of treatment, Josh will tell you, my fibro pain for the first time in 13 years, because my lupus and fibro hit me after I had a hysterectomy at 29. And then it was like, bam, my genetics, autoimmune, all of it at once. And I was still teaching theater in public schools at the time, was able to hang in there for a while. Now I'm on like teacher disability, and I am here on my spiritual path with y'all. And it's like, I wouldn't change a thing with some of that, because it gave me some of the biggest growth in my life, and I learned so much from it. And the ketamine has been such a godsend, because it is healing on that physical, spiritual, mental, emotional level. And it works. Psychedelics work when it comes to fibromyalgia, PTSD, anxiety, addiction, depression.
Yes, they do.
You name it. If the science is there, look it up. Yes, the healing mentally, that is, and dealing with those life changes, dealing with the unknown, dealing with having a chronic condition for the rest of your life, and a chronic pain condition for that matter, when it comes to this stuff, it definitely affects us, and it changes who we are, and we're here to shine through it anyways and help lift each other up.
Who do we got up next, Tiffany?
We have Maria Monconda. Maria, you here? We have Christy Smith. We have Christina Kroger for Pendulum. And I don't know, Sabrina and Nikki are still here.
Sabrina, I think Sabrina is still here.
And Melissa's been with us for a while. I'm wondering if Melissa would be down for a couple cards. Because Melissa has been a huge supporter of me on this journey from pretty much the beginning. Melissa has been giving support.
Okay, so who's up right now?
Maria Monconda.
Maria, are you here? Let us know if you're here, Maria.
If she's not, we can do it at the end, and then I can send her a link with a timestamp.
Okay.
Thank you, Christina. She's been told her gift is miracles, so she's sending us both healing juju. Gratefully accepted.
Okay, who's next?
Okay, Christy Smith, are you still here with us? Sabrina is here. Got you. After Christy, we've got Christina, Pendulum, and Sabrina. Sabrina, was yours a partial and pendulum, right?
No, Sabrina paid for a full.
Was it full? Okay, I knew she added Pendulum.
Yeah, she wanted a pendulum, but Sabrina paid for a full.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
So Sabrina's here with us now. Why don't we go ahead and do Sabrina, and then we will get to
Christina and Melissa's down for a card for guidance.
Yes. So let's go ahead and take care of Sabrina, and then we'll read. Man, that card tonight, I'm telling you.
Does it keep coming up? It's a theme.
Every time. Look at it. Again, the very first card.
That's a message. You might want to read from the book on that one. That's an important card.
I will. I'll pull from the book.
Okay. It's Sabrina. Okay. Sabrina, and you had a pendulum question. What was your question? Oh my gosh, my dog just grabbed my foot.
Rosie?
Yes, Rosie, come here, baby. This is my other puppy. Come here. Oh, this is my puppy. This is Rosie, y'all. Rosie is 2 years old. Hi, I love you. I love the Rosie. She just grabbed my foot. She likes to grab my hands to pet her. And my foot was right there. I know. You want to say hi? You want to say hi to people? Yeah, that's a good girl. You're a good girl. There's Chloe in the bed. Chloe's been sitting here like protecting me the whole time. Sherry, yeah, absolutely. You can ask a question. No medical or legal though, okay? And it's got to be worded yes or no. Yes, my puppies. I've got my 2 puppies, and then I've got 2 cats. Okay, Sabrina. Huh.
I would call Tanner over here, but he's eating the treat that he. So I'm going to leave him be.
Hey, Sabrina, will you give me a number? Like, what's your favorite number? I'm going to shuffle that many times for you. Okay. 1, 2. 3. Okay, good. Beautiful number. 2. 3. There we go. That's what we got going. I'm pulling a clarity card. I'm going to do 1, 2, and 3.
Hello, Evelyn.
That makes sense. Okay. Josh, I might let you go first. I've got to figure out what this means.
I'm still pulling, so give me a couple of seconds. As soon as I'm done pulling,
I can go. Let me see. I know where the direction this is going. I'm not familiar with a particular. Oh. Okay. There we go. All right. Number 1, Sabrina, you got the Knight of Pentacles. This one is all about your diligence and your hard work, your determination. This is building material security. My hand is shaking. Sorry, y'all. This is safety, expansion.
Pull back a little bit. You can't see the card.
Oh, there we go. Seed by seed, I plant my future with my rock-steady foundations of faith. And then right after the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is new. Yeah, there we go. Is new opportunity. This is you manifesting new beginnings in your life. This is good news, ambitions, skills, new career paths, new connections, exploring. This is making your plans a reality. The affirmation is I can be practical and realistic and still run ahead to meet my dreams, because you got the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is all about action. The Queen of Swords is all about standing in your truth. Standing in your truth. And knowing that your intuition, your guidance is spot on because you have the moon. This tells me that your intuition is a guiding force in your life. This also tells me that you have the illumination of the moon to follow. You are connected to that energy. That's a lot of goddess energy right here. Queen of Swords, goddess energy. Moon, goddess energy. That's that divine feminine. You got the Ace of Swords. Once again, another sword card. This is action. This is your creativity. This is expansion, mind expansion, ascension, enlightenment. This is the card that's telling you that your ideas, your new ideas for new beginnings, new opportunities for life, for manifestation, this is your mind, your intuition. It's leading you in the correct direction because ultimately you got the Eight of Cups. You know the path you're walking on. You stand in your own strength. You shine your light. And you stand in your power because you got the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands is all about spirituality. This is about allowing yourself to be guided and knowing that your guidance is accurate and true. And the Ace of Wands on that one, she's got a lot of wands here. The Ace of Wands on that one is...
My personal pull was that way the other day. It was all wands.
Yeah,
well,
that's action. That's call to action.
It wasn't wands. It was whatever the equivalent of the wands was in the Nightmare
Swords.
Before Christmas. No, it was the Nightmare. No, it wasn't wands. It was all presents. What was presents in this one?
I seed my brilliant future with the roots of creativity and inspiration. This Ace card contains all the sparks for all the ideas, and they are generating intensely and powerfully for you right now. She is connecting you with the one cosmic mind, a universal consciousness, her delightful magical soup that is brimming with creativity. A flame burns here that's meant for you, but it hasn't been put to use yet. So what will you create with boundless potential? Stay open to receive inspiration and insight. You may be shown new information about your divine purpose or soul path. You may be even compelled to put something completely new out into the world. If it feels good, it is good. And even though this ace could only predict the inception of something new, it also suggests that all of the energy to bring a project, idea, or feeling into successful completion is available to you right now. You are shiny and bright, and you are meant to follow your divine spark. It won't lead you wrong. What you got, Josh?
Well, first off, I've got that softly, the tender touch again.
I think it's like an empath card. I'm associating that
with
empaths.
Well, it really talks about nurturing. That's what this card is talking about. This card is about nurturing, allowing the goddess energies, the feminine energies to nurture. This is also calling you to nurture yourself, to take care of yourself, and to allow those energies to come to you and take care of you as well. So that's part of what you need to be doing, Sabrina. And one of the things is it's also the fact that you're in the world, but not of the world. I absolutely love this card. I think this card is gorgeous, beautiful. Love the artwork on this. And the whole symbol on this is, she's swimming against the stream. She's part of this, but she's not of it. She doesn't give in to the flow, and you're going against the flow of things in your life because you're working on leaving a legacy of light. It's something that you've been working on throughout your life. It's something that probably started in your childhood and has manifested up throughout the rest of your life. And it's been building and building and building and building and building. And as that is building. Part of the things that you need to work on is freeing yourself from the judgments of others and how you allow those judgments to affect you, as well as your own personal judgments, and release yourself from even passing judgment and just be free to offer love abundantly and unconditionally without even the need to understand why that love's needed, and just offer it freely. And as you do that, you're going to find out you're making deeper and deeper conscious connections with people that are of like minds with you. You're going to be making those deeper soul connections, and that could be with a partner, but not necessarily even a partner, like those soul family, those soul tribe connections, those deep connections, those ones that are going to last, you know, not only through this lifetime, but the next, and ones that have been there from, you know, times before. And as you're making those connections, make sure to be listening for the truths that are going to resonate with you, because those are going to be important things for you to pick up along your path. As you continue to listen to those truths and pick those truths up as you get around those connections, that yes, there's going to be truths that are going to be spoken around that connection. Listen for those truths, pay attention to those truths. But one thing to do is, you've also got the sacred fool. So remember that you're going to be going on a journey. You're going to be going on this path, but don't take it so seriously. Have fun, be joyful, be lighthearted. Learn the lessons that are there to learn, and know the moments when it's meant to be serious, but know the moments when it's meant to play and have fun, and don't get so caught up in, you know, I don't know, I'm trying to find the right word to, like, don't get all caught up in rules and regulations and stuff along that line. Don't get all caught up by, well, so-and-so says you have to do it this way, and if you don't do it that way, that's the only way it can be done. Understand there's the ability to break those rules, play, have fun. Don't be so serious about it.
I'm a rule breaker, a rule bender. I'm a rule bender.
Well, this is called the Sacred Rebels deck, so you know it's all about being a little.
I must get that deck in my life.
It's all about having that rebel heart.
That deck is like my spirit animal, I think. I can't believe I do not own this deck.
I love it.
Sabrina, so she knows who that is, and she's been working on so much of that. And Sabrina, I got yes, that he is doing a lot of the healing work. But I also got that he's running into some obstacles with that. And a lot of those obstacles have to do with self-doubt. And a lot of those obstacles have to do with, I get a lot of questioning. So it's like questioning the reality of things. Questioning what is true, what is real, what is not, seeking through that illusion to find that healing deep within. And it is happening, but I'm getting it's like one step at a time. So that's where patience is really important, especially when we're assisting someone else through their healing journey, and holding that space for them, but not allowing their traumas to become our own. So it's like, because as that empathic soul that you are so healing in your nature, in your nurture, and you are so healing with your compassion and unconditional love, that there are those takers in your life that take, and they just expect you to keep giving. And I just want to make sure that when it comes to your assistance with him on his healing path, that you are setting those healthy boundaries, and you are keeping the lines between you and him very clear, because it's almost like there could be some, I don't want to say trauma bonding, but it's almost like an enmeshment that could happen. And that comes down to some of the codependent traits that you carry with you, and you recognize those patterns, you're aware of them, and you've been doing the work on them. And just make sure that in helping him heal, you're not enabling, you're not over mothering, and you're allowing him to do his own work too. It's a fine line. It's like, entrust yourself of knowing when to step in and when to step back. There is some narcissism there, okay? And I get that he deals with some of that narcissistic spectrum. And with that, I'm just concerned of whether or not he's willing to look in the mirror at himself hard enough and real enough to make that change happen. And I don't want you pinning all of your future choices on whether or not he's going to do the healing work or not. You need to move forward in your own life, in your own ways for yourself too. I hope that makes sense. That was a lot. I can, if you want to message me, I had some other stuff that's kind of coming through, you know, about some of that trauma bonding. And we can talk a little bit more about that. It's kind of private though. So, but yes, he is doing the healing work, but make sure that you are keeping a clear line between you and him. Hope that helps. Yeah, she's good. Message me, please. She already knew some of that. Good. Good. There's
and when you get something that's and when you get something like that where it's stuff that you kind of already knew, it's just that confirmation coming in. It's those synchronicities coming in. Like, I've had several readings this week where people have asked for readings and they've been confirmation readings. And I mean, it's just one of those things that it's just the way the cards fall when they start confirming things along that path. And you're working with people that has no idea of the situation, that, you know, they're not being influenced by this. Just take that as the universe speaking, saying, hey, listen to what is being said.
okay. For the relationship in specific, there is the Justice card. And this one is just balancing out karma. This one is about knowing that there is dharma, which is the good, that comes back to us. And then there's karma, which is not really bad, but, you know, I mean, can be, I guess. You know, they say karma can be a bitch, but it's like, you know, this is like the karma card. And that the affirmation for justice is for the relationship. The affirmation for that one is, my good karma is delightfully loving, and it can be the most motivating of teachers. It's that balance, wisdom, cause and effect, standing your integrity. It's asking you to learn from past experiences, good and bad, and the fugly. It says it in the book. Take it all and grow from it. This energy is not about perfection, but about fairness and honesty. It highlights clarity and motivation and intention. Asks you to be realistic about the cause and effect, seeking balance and growth, both positive and shadow, and learning from the different parts. In your current situation, you're being reminded to be impartial as you reframe your reality and work to remove negative emotional charges from the equation. If fear is causing you to act in a certain way, it's time to get some perspective. The only true path ahead for you is not the one that is necessarily black or white, kind of like what Josh was talking about, but it is always, always one of love. Hope that helps. Much love to you. Please message me. All right, we have Christina. Christina asked the pendulum. And if you want it, you can do, Josh, have you ever done yes and no pulls with your cards?
No, and I don't do yes or no's with the runes either.
True. Okay. It's hard to do yes and no's. I do yes, no's, and maybes.
Yeah.
Okay, Christina, moving to a home by 2023. High probability. I'm getting a big swing on the pendulum. It's a high probability with the current circumstances as they are right now, okay, for Christina to move into a new home by 2023. I'm going to ask kind of what time of the year, so we can get more of a spring. Spring is going to highlight a lot of positive changes for you. You are manifesting your own home, your own independence. Seeing a house. Christina, do you want to have your own garden or something like that? I'm seeing a garden and trees. You need to get back to nature. Get your hands in the soil. You have a green thumb. You need to reconnect to those aspects of yourself. Huge yes. Spring. I'm getting a huge yes for that new home. I see a big porch on the front. A long driveway. Almost a country home. Chickens. I see chickens in a chicken coop. I don't know. Almost like a kind of that dream home of being able to manifest. So almost, you know what you can do, Christina, for this? Do a manifestation board. You know, if you want to. You know, print up or find images of what you are wanting to manifest in your new home, or come up with a list of certain things that is like a part of your dream home and a time period that you wish this to happen. And I see it happening in spring. I see a spring garden growing in a backyard is what I see. So that's definitely in the probability. It's you doing the manifestation work to help make this real. And so print up pictures, put them on a poster board, put it where you're going to be able to look at it every day and remind yourself of what you are manifesting.
You want baby goats? You're in for a handful of baby goats.
What? Oh my God. She said that? She wants baby goats. Okay.
Hi, Ruth.
I saw like a pin in the back, like back right of a property. And then on the left, there was a chicken coop. So that pin could be where you can have your baby goats. I see like a farmhouse. That's what it clearly in my head. The cutest little farmhouse. And not too big, not too small, just perfect. And cozy, like a cottage cozy. I love it. Christina, hope this helps you. You have to let us know. Hi, Ruth. I was telling Josh about the aura reading I did for you. I will message you back. Helen, I'm new here. Anything for me? I'm not complicated.
Actually, who do we have as paid readings we haven't done yet?
We are done. We've got Melissa. Melissa's here for a few cards.
Well, who did we miss? We had one that we missed. Let's see if they're here.
Maria and Christy Smith. And I was just going to message them if you want to, and we could actually set up with them.
Okay, that's fine.
Or we could do it here and I could send them a timestamp, but I'm kind of starting to.
Let's just set up with them and we can do it that way. That's better.
I like that.
Yeah. That way we can go more in depth with them.
Exactly.
I like going in depth.
So I'll message Maria and Christy. Melissa, are you still here with us? Sherry says, you got me. I just want to, okay. Sherry, pendulum question. I can do that. Helen, property in the country. Yes. I'm telling you, it was like so clear in my mind's eye of what this home is going to look like. I can actually like go and search images and send it to you, and or you can send me an image of what your dream home is and we can compare, because I was seeing it. Sherry, trying to scroll back. I think we missed. No. Oh wow, we do have some pendulum questions, but where's the image? Ooh, Sherry, that's a. Damn. Okay.
Am I missing something? Because you're
Sherry asked a pendulum question about a dude if he had 3 love spells on him. Instead of a pendulum on this, what I'm going to suggest, okay, is that's
a little more working than a pendulum.
Yeah, that one's like, that is. What I would suggest is doing Olympia. Okay, Olympia is a spiritual egg cleanse. If you go to the Modern Mystic group and type in spiritual egg cleanse, you can bring up some articles, or I can send you an article in Messenger, or I can help you through it. But Olympia, him doing Olympia and an egg cleanse on himself, and then cracking the egg in a blessed glass of water with some salt in it, looking at the imagery, bubbles, what the yolk looks like, doing an egg reading, that will kind of help with that. If it's floating, if the yolk is floating, the main thing here is from the bottom of the glass or jar, if it's floating, that means there is spell work being done, active spell work. Yeah, it's a question. I know you asked a question. But what I'm saying is that trying to give you an answer using a pendulum on that question, I feel uncomfortable doing so, just because it does deal with possible spell work. And with that, I'm being told to guide you towards spiritual egg cleanse. That's what I'm being guided to tell you. So, I don't know, Josh, can you understand why it's uncomfortable for me, right? Can you explain it?
Well, I mean, it's part of it is understanding the extent of what, because these things are tools. We're working with tools that allow us to read and interpret energetic flows. And we do have limitations to some of the things that we can reach out and understand. And we also have limitations to these tools that we use. And so knowing where those limitations are is part of it. That is something that is a little more than just a yes, no answer, because love spells can take many different forms in many different ways. And they can come in different ways, shapes, and forms. So what might actually be a love spell in one person's perception and what one might be trying to sense energetically might be different than what has actually been done.
I just sense there's a lot of envy around him and a lot of jealousy, okay? And with that envy and jealousy, there are some traits here that he brings some of this on himself also. And like Josh said, when it comes to working with our tools, I trust myself to know when I'm going to be able to give you an accurate yes or no. And I do not feel that I can give you an accurate yes or no on that specific question, specifically because it could be dealing with something really complex like spell work. And I'm willing to say, like, I don't know. Like, and that's okay. I'm not perfect. And, I'm not going to pretend that I'm going to be able to have all the answers, and with my guidance, I'm just getting a spiritual egg cleanse. That's what I'm getting. And if you want, Sherry, you can message me, and I can kind of talk with you a little bit more about this. And if you want, you can actually send me a picture of him, and that will help me to connect a little bit more.
Hi, Cindy. Ohio here.
I'm a block when I try to connect his energy. It's really weird. And it's also, a question dealing with somebody else.
Well, you don't really have his permission to be working with his energies either.
No.
So.
And I feel a block. It's kind of weird. I don't know. Sherry, look into spiritual egg cleanses, okay? That's important. All right. And Melissa, she's still here. I think we lost Melissa. Hi, Cindy. We are wrapping it up.
Are you wanting a reading, Cindy?
I think Cindy might be wanting a reading. She's from Kentucky. I'm in Texas. Josh is Ohio.
Yep.
Melissa is here. Melissa was looking for guidance.
Cindy, if you're wanting to do a reading, let us know. I just put the information into
Melissa.
the different chats. Hopefully that came up for you, because I don't know that it goes into all of the chats, but I think it goes into most of them. But if you're wanting a reading, let me know.
Helen. Helen, give me a moment. I do have something for you. She's in a dark place. All right, Cindy.
All right, for Melissa, I'm going to go ahead and start on Melissa, because I've got Melissa. Melissa, I got the Legacy of Light card again. So are you working on establishing a Legacy of Light? Are you doing some spiritual work? Are you working on establishing something either as your personal path or something on a familiar path along those lines? Because that's what I'm seeing with the Legacy of Light card. The Legacy of Light usually talks about a spiritual path or a journey that you're establishing. Because if that's where you're at, what's going on is you need to have faith in the process of what's going on. You need to not doubt. Stop questioning yourself. Stop questioning the actions that you're taking. You're following the right steps on your path. You need to just have faith and trust, because things are coming to pass. Yet again, this card pops up. This is one that's I see keep coming up again and again and again and again. Free from judgment, free to love. When you release yourselves from the judgment of what other people are putting on you and what you are putting on yourself, and that includes your limitations, don't judge what you can do. Just feel that love, step into that love, empower yourself with that love, and move forward. Because you're going against the grain in what you're going to do, and that's going to make you stand out. That's going to make you stand differently from the crowd, and that's not a bad thing. Stand strong. Don't be afraid to go against the grain, because you are one of those people that is meant to go against the flow. And Tiffany's still working on her cards.
Oh, Melissa. Okay. First card that popped up was the Hierophant. So that tells me that she is walking the path of the light worker. She's walking the path of awakening, just like you said, Josh. And the Hierophant path is the one of healing. So much of this has to do with healing for you, because you got the Death and Rebirth card. All right, this is not a scary card. This is a card of regeneration. This is the card of ending old cycles, ending old patterns. This is a card of releasing the old to make room for the new, because the Ten of Swords tells me that you've had people who have been very disappointing in your life, okay? There have been those around you that you really trusted, that you really believed in, that you gave them your all, you gave them your whole heart and your love, and they let you down, some of them. And that rebirth, recycle, regeneration is healing from those wounds, healing from those traumas. It is about allowing yourself to step forward and to move on with your life, to allow those endings to occur, because you got the Ace of Swords. And this one is about your awakening path. This one is about your brainstorms, your creativity. This one is about that light, literally, that comes on whenever you level up, whenever you let go of the hurts, whenever you let go of the trauma, whenever you do the healing work of the Hierophant, because you got the Six of Wands. And the Six of Wands is you standing in the spotlight. You throwing your arms up in the air and standing in your power, walking to the beat of your own drum, just like Josh was talking about, knowing that you are unique, you are different, and embracing those differences and shining your light despite it all. And the affirmation for the Six of Wands is, that one's an important affirmation. The Wands is all about action. Six of Wands affirmation: I am worthy of this success, and I am grateful that I am seen. Because you are attracting new tribe into your life. You are attracting people that are going to be lifting you up, not tearing you down. And in that, you are going to find more inner strength to help you to do the work that you are called to do. We're talking soul purpose here. We're talking soul mission and stepping into that path, because you've got this and you've got all the tools necessary to lead you in the right directions. It's just about letting go and transforming those old cycles and embracing that new and knowing that you are worthy, you are loved, and you are seen. And surrounding yourself with those people.
So Ruth also messaged that she paid via PayPal for a partial spread.
Ruth!
Yeah, I got the spammer. They got a couple messages out before I stopped them, but I got them.
Oh, spammers. Oh, no.
They got like 3 messages out before I was able to stop them.
It is just, do not respond to those people, y'all.
Yeah,
Seriously. No. They're going to tell you, okay, I'm going to tell you what happens. They're going to tell you to send them a picture, right? They're going to tell you that they've been called by your energy to reach out to you. They're going to tell you that you have an ancestral curse. They're going to ask you to send them pictures of your palms, perhaps. And they're going to tell you that they need money to go buy supplies because they know how to break the hex or curse or spell that has been cursing your generations for all eternity. It's a scam. It's bullshit.
Send me $49.99 and I will save your soul. I'll guarantee you a seat in the eternal promised land.
I have busted, and it's sad. It's really sad. If you look at some of those that are messaging, those are fake profiles, y'all. Those are fake. They've tried copying my Modern Mystic stuff, and it's fake. And the thing about them is they've always got weird last names, okay? They are from a certain country, which I will not name on here, typically. And if you look at their profile and scroll down a little bit, all of a sudden you see a child. I'm not kidding. A child. That is a scam. Be smart. Use your discernment. That happened. Yeah, I wanted $1,200. And the thing is people do send them the picture, and don't do that because some of that, they do work spell work, which is not okay. Okay. Don't do that. I need a cig after that reading. Oh, Melissa.
Evelyn,
yes, indeed. They are assholes, and
Evelyn got me joked up, said I'm smoking one for you.
Evelyn is just, her energy is gorgeous too. She's a healer, by the way. Evelyn, I don't know if you know it, but you're a healer. Helen Watts, by the way, Helen is very spiritual and she's got a lot of mediumship abilities.
Which deck do you want me to use for you tonight, Ruth?
Yeah, show her.
I've got the Halloween deck that I'm working with tonight. The Halloween Oracle. I've got the Sacred Rebels, which I've been pulling off of tonight. And then I've also got the Shamanic Healing, which has actually been sitting over here in the corner all quiet tonight.
Shamanic Healing. Oh, that one. Oh my God, that deck. I love that deck. Josh did a reading for me with that deck. And it freaking left me raw, man. I felt like naked standing there. I was like, ah! I was like, he sees all my shit. Very vulnerable. Oh, Cindy. Yes, it's very unfortunate.
The last one? Okay.
Evelyn. She loves to help wherever I can. I love it. Wait, say that again about me. Helen, you've gone through a major spiritual awakening. I got dark night of the soul immediately for you. And you've had a couple of dark nights. And through those dark nights of the soul, you've learned to tune into yourself, tune into your heart. And your heart is literally your guidance. So if something feels light, joyous, happy in your heart space, that's your yes. If something feels tight, heavy, anxious, uncomfortable, that would be your no. And learning to tune into your heart space. And you are a natural medium. I'm sure you know this. And you have a connection to the spirit world in a different kind of way. And it's through your heart space, where you can feel like the love of your ancestors around you. You can feel like a grandmother, I'm getting specifically. And with that, you're supposed to work more with that. And you're supposed to tune more into that ability and that gift. That's what I'm supposed to tell you. You asked for it. There it is. Okay, Ruth. I'm still really connected to Ruth's energy from the aura reading that I did for her. That aura reading, right, Ruth? Holy crap. It was more than an aura reading. It was like an aura and channeling session in Messenger. And I was like, I'm just letting this go. Here you go. And then I argued with my angel because I was like on voice message and my angel was telling me to say something and I didn't know. I felt weird saying it. And I was like, fine. I was like, Ruth, I'm just going to tell you what I'm being told. And it was what she needed to hear, and that's part of like me still, just speaking what's coming and learning to trust my team and my intuition as well, because we do get that self-doubt.
Well, I just had a couple cards fall at the end, so those cards are out there too.
Okay. All right. Ruth, got you, boo. Wow. Okay, let's see here. This goes here, this goes here, this goes here. That goes here. This goes here. That makes sense. Oh my goodness, my throat's dry. Sure, Evelyn, I can help you with that.
Okay, let's see. Josh, so you have a group I can follow already. You already follow it. Mine is just my page. And that's give me a second. Let me grab it and I will share it with you.
God, a lot of swords and wands here. Give me 1 second, Ruth. I'm making sense of this.
You can follow me here. You can reach out to me and message me there. And then if you want to follow the podcast is here.
Oh. Ruth, Two of Swords. This is a crossroads. All right. This is opposing the ideas or opinions of others, choosing your best route of action. You know that feeling of not knowing. It's time for you to make a choice, and it may seem like you're between a rock and a hard place. If you can't decide which way to go, it's because you can't see the bigger picture. The Two of Swords is whispering that you must move in one direction. Close your eyes and listen to your internal guidance. If your intuition is fallen and usually silent, it's asking you to trust yourself and your ability to discern. Even in blindness, you already know the best way forward. When you act, the future will reveal itself and it will help you to move forward to your dreams. Have faith that the universe is right there with you. When blinded by the unknown, I can trust myself to move towards the light. Because you are meant to be Knight of Wands. You're meant to be following your very own unique path. My hands are shaking. This is you being that old soul that you are, my dear. This is you following your intuition and your guidance and the directions that you're supposed to go. Letting go of the doubts that you may not be seeing things clearly. Letting go of limitations and trusting that your inner guidance system is leading you in the right direction. Page of Swords is all about new knowledge, new ideas. This is you learning new things and feeling the need to learn new things. This is part of your spirituality. You are being led by your heart, and your heart is leading you in the right direction. Tap in, because you have the seeds of prosperity growing for you. And you do have more abundance coming your way. And you've got the Four of Pentacles. And this one is about taking that abundance and making a solid foundation with it. And abundance does not have to be total monetary with this. It could be stability. It could be relationships. It could be support systems. You have that coming in your path. And you need to trust yourself in that direction. Trust your intuition. Trust your guidance. That keeps coming up for so many people. Josh, what did you get?
I kind of went a little crazy on my spread, but first off for you, Ruth, I've got Ancient Wisdom. You need to trust that ancient wisdom. And when this card came up, it was ancestral knowledge is what was coming to me. You need to trust that ancestral knowledge that's been passed down through you, that is part of you. And that's part of that intuition that you've got. So trust in that ancient wisdom that is being passed down to you. And you've got a healing energy that is about you. And some of that knowledge is going to pass down things about your healing energies and your abilities as a healer. But the main thing that you've got to make sure that you're doing, and this is something that we all do as a healer, and especially when we're working on healing ourselves and we're working with others that have harmed us and stuff in our own path, is we have a tendency to take on some of their burdens.
Yes, we do.
And try to carry them as our own. And when we're working on those healing energies, we need to make sure that we're not carrying other people's burdens, because that's not what we're supposed to be working on. We need to make sure that we are working on ourselves and that we're working on what it is that we need to be focused on in healing, and not being focused so much on trying to take care of someone else that we're not dealing with our own stuff that we need to be addressing. And also along that path, Ruth, you need to make sure you've got the retreat card. This talks about taking the time to rest and to get things in order for yourself. And this is really, really important, that you're not carrying those burdens and that you're taking the time to put the things in your life in order that you need to do. The things that you need to do for yourself, not things that you need to do for anyone else. And it's going to be very important that you start to integrate all those different parts of your life, because you got the integration card here, that you're going to integrate those different parts of your life together. And man, the lighting is just horrible with the gloss on these. I can't really see the card too well. There you kind of can. But it's really critical to integrate everything together. And as you're taking this journey and you're relying on that ancestral knowledge, you're working with those healing energies, and you're on this healing path, and make sure that you're not picking up these extra burdens and that you're taking that time to rest and you're integrating that as part of your day-to-day life. Because one of the things that you've got to work on integrating in along that process is also your own psychic development, your own spiritual path that you're going to be diving deeper down on. You need to be doing all these things so that you can also integrate these things into parts of your life, and don't separate that spiritual path from anything else that you are doing along your journey, because that is a very, very critical path of your journey. And the healing that you're going to need to receive is going to come from that spiritual path.
I just got like the loudest ringing in my right ear. And that is like a big confirmation signal for me. Like everything you just said is right on par with what she needs to hear at this moment. And it's like the dominoes are like lining up in order.
This deck has a way of calling things out. I really like this deck. I really enjoy working with this deck.
That one has called me out on some shiznit. Okay, I have got to go to the bathroom. I have drank 2 like cups of coffee, some water, and some water.
Here's the thing. Do we have anyone else that we haven't done readings for that has paid?
No, we did have a few comments. Like Darlene asked for a reading. Oh, Darlene, I gotta go to the bathroom. Just breathe through it. Evelyn did have a question.
Okay, you run, go to the bathroom, and then come back, okay?
Okay.
Tiffany's gonna explode sitting there if we sit there and just wait forever for Tiffany. We'll see what. Tiffany was just looking through and seeing what you had said. Let's see. I'm gonna pull up Christina's message here and read. I read cards. I just bought runes, yet have gotten to reading online and am extremely drawn to the spiritual realm. I have to get one of those privately. I have many confusions with my possible gifts or the real reason why I'm so drawn to paranormal and spiritual things. I really want to write a book on certain experiences. That said, thank you seriously for all you do, and you will hear from me soon. Most definitely. Christina, reach out to both of us. And Tiffany works with runes, but I work with runes quite a bit. I work with the Elder Futhark runes. Here's my bag of runes. Give me a second. I'll open them up. I keep them tied up. That way they don't go wandering all over the place. But my runes are they're on red jasper agate, and they're carved. So just different runes on different pieces of red jasper agate.
You know that saying? Oh, there you are.
What saying?
My teeth are about to float.
I'm pretty sure you was about to float.
Possibly. And I swear I'm losing stuff on my altar. I had a pink vape and it was right here.
Sabrina, would you want to do a reading afterwards? Because I know Tiffany is starting to fade a little bit, but I can do a private reading with you afterwards if you want to get with me.
Josh is really, really good, y'all. He does readings for me.
And depending on how you're wanting to do a rune reading, because normally like the rune readings I have set up here are just really simple rune readings. But if you want to go into a deeper 9 rune spread, which is the big spreads, reach out to me and we'll talk and we'll get that set up. If you're wanting to go into something deeper.
She's like, run, y'all. I did. And I had 2 puppies following after me. Like, where are we going?
What's going on, Mom? Where are we going?
And I was in the bathroom. And she's like, hey. And Chloe's like, what's up? And I'm like, potty party.
All right. You guys saw Tanner a little bit ago. I can't go to the bathroom without Tanner joining me. if I close the door when, like, I live alone, so if I close the door, he scratches and claws, barks at the door, howls. You think he's being murdered, okay? You think that it's just like, you know, the most horrendous thing is happening to him. All right. Door open, he's totally fine. Walks in, just wants to chill.
Helen, you can message me or Josh as well. I've done mentoring, and I'm a Reiki master teacher. I teach and certify in Reiki, and I do psychic development classes at different times. You can message me, and I think I can help point you in the right direction. Oh, awesome, Sabrina. Evelyn had a question, I think. Did you?
I didn't. I was addressing some other stuff, and I did not get to that.
Evelyn, what was your question? I know you got a lot of stuff going on, Helen. A lot. You need to learn shielding, and you need to learn how to ground your energy because you're very high vibration. That's really important for Helen. Pets are the best. They do. That is what they're doing. It's that pack mentality of our dogs protecting us while we're most exposed and vulnerable. So that's why they protect each other. Like mine do not potty without each other, pretty much.
Ruth, message me if you feel comfortable. I'd like to dive into that a little deeper with you. I would like to work with you on some of that inner forgiveness because there's ways to work around that. I mean, I know where you're at. I know where you're coming from. I know how you're feeling. Yes. And if you feel comfortable working with me on that, please reach out. I'd love to work with you on that and just try to help you move past that hang up.
We can do a group with you, me, and her, Josh, because I have a few things that I think I can help with as well.
Okay. That would be, we'll set that up, Ruth.
My current relationship, because she had asked me for some further readings after I did the aura reading for her. So some more specifics. Is my current relationship better?
Cindy, are you wanting a reading tonight? Because you can book a reading in with us as well if you didn't get in tonight.
Maybe we can pull just 2 cards for Cindy as our last, because she's been with us for a long time.
Okay.
Is my current relationship going to get better, please? And thank you. Evelyn, yes, but a lot of it depends on him and his behavior and his actions. I am getting the words. Dang it. I'm getting the word that you're kind of dealing with a man-child. Okay? I'm sorry. And almost like he is seeking to heal a mother wound through you. And a lot of it has to deal whether or not he is going to step up to the plate and become the responsible man that he is supposed to be in the situations and in your life, because you're carrying too much of the burden, too much of the load right now. And he sees that, and through some guilt, sometimes he gets frustrated with himself and he projects some of that onto you, which is an unhealthy dynamic. And you need to do more things for yourself too, Evelyn. Do things for yourself and start getting, I'm seeing socks on the floor and I'm seeing shoes left out of place. I'm seeing you being responsible for all of the house stuff, okay? And him being the kind of guy that is like, I'm going to take care of the outside while you do all the inside work. That kind of stuff. I'm seeing an imbalance there. And
the I worked all day, what did you do kind of mentality too.
And Evelyn busts her butt. Evelyn carries such a load. And she's got to do that.
Evelyn, at first I thought that said you was fixing to throw a plate.
Fixing to throw him over the plate. Throw him over the plate. She's like, oh, ah.
I thought she said she was fixing to throw a plate at first. I'm like, oh God.
You know, throwing a plate at like, hey baby, where's my dinner? Like, seriously? 2022.
Yeah, your dinner is in the microwave.
When
you take it out of the freezer and put it there.
She's dealing with some of that. It's like the machismo I'm a man thing, and he's got to like get over that shit.
Hey, next time he walks in the house, look at him and say, "What are you fixing for dinner tonight?"
I love it. Reverse that. Project back. Stand in your power, sister.
If he
it's in a bag at McDonald's.
It's in a bag, yeah. It's at the drive-through.
I just snorted. That one was so freaking good, man.
Tell him if he doesn't know how to cook, he better get good at DoorDash.
Back when I had my video game playing, partnership back then, I was very much I had the full-time job, the career, put someone through college, but yet I was supposed to cook the dinner, keep the house clean, keep the clothes done. And I was just like, I quit.
Exactly, Evelyn. You've already raised one child. You don't need to raise another.
Exactly.
Like, honestly, I have a female friend who is dealing with the exact same bullshit. Tiffany knows because I told her the story.
Does he cook all the time? Is he being like, or is he whining and complaining about it? Is it like a labor of love, or is it like a, complaint session? I don't cook either.
See, I love to cook. I love to cook. But if someone else wants to cook for me, oh my God, please.
Hey, I will make a good grilled cheese, man. My grilled cheeses are good. I make a good turkey sandwich too. Give me bread and like something to put in between it. I'm good.
So I know where Tiffany lives, and I was watching a show today, and I found out like there's a world famous barbecue place where Tiffany lives. So like, thank God if I go to visit Tiffany, I'm not going to starve.
Oh no, we'll be getting Buzzy's barbecue, Texas True Blue. We'll be going to Austin. There's Brothers. There's Mumfords. There's oh my God, that's good stuff. You have to wait. Is that
where Blood Brothers is?
Maybe.
Because that was one that they showed on that show. Sorry, we're talking.
Probably. There's a Stubbs barbecue. There's a lot. Rudy's barbecue is pretty good. I know my barbecue.
It's a shit on a shingle. Yep.
Shit on a shingle. Oh my God, I love it.
You know what that is, right? It's corned beef with gravy thrown on a piece of toast.
Oh, I wasn't raised with corned beef. I'd never had corned beef until like a year ago.
What?
No, I ate crock pot meals, man. My mama's a teacher. Make some cowboy stew or some like, casserole or something. I can do that stuff. I can make up I can do some crock pot meals.
How have you never had corned beef until a year
I
ago?
never had corned beef. I didn't even know what corned hash was. I didn't know it came in a can. I don't know.
Oh, you've got to have fresh corned beef hash. Oh my God.
I've only ever had the canned stuff.
Oh, I'll make you some fresh corned beef hash.
That's a new thing for me. I can make migas. I'm good with Mexican food. Tacos, fajitas. I even know how to make tamales. They're hard though. Okay, crock pot meals. That's what, I would.
Switch from spiritual Q&A to cooking show.
Yeah, that's the thing is that we help each other no matter what. And talking about our real life stuff, that's helping too. All right, are you ready? Or, we have anybody else?
Wasn't we pulling cards for someone else? Wasn't we pulling cards for Cindy or someone?
Oh, yeah,
or
Cindy.
Who was it?
I don't know if Cindy's still here. Cindy's been hanging with us, though. Old school, Helen. Old school, right there.
Like, see, my mom taught me how to cook, and mom was like old school Southern style kitchen cook. Like, mom grew up on a farm, so that country style farm cooking.
My mom did that. My mom, yeah, I mean, like, home, but still simple stuff, not quite from scratch. Like my dad's mom, we're talking the full chicken and the chicken and dumplings. My mom, it's chicken breast, using some biscuits or some rolls as your dumplings, not handmade dumplings,
Well, like, I'm going to be going out to dad's here before too long and doing a meal for a couple friends. We do a thing where we fix meals for this. It's a lady who's around dad's age. She's an older lady here in town. She's a widow. And it's her and her son. They're older. They're both, disability, don't have a whole lot of income and stuff in. And so I got into just inviting them over for a meal. And dad's like, well, why don't we have them out to my house? You can cook out here and we'll do some stuff out here. And I'm like, all right, well, that's cool. Because if I cook out there, dad will do dishes. That means I don't have to do dishes.
I'll do the dishes. I will. You cook, I clean. We're good.
Hey, I'm down for that. So, I'm actually going to go out and I'm going to make drop biscuits from scratch. So you whip up the biscuits and you drop them onto the pan. You don't they're not like the Grand's biscuits. You're not like forming them out in the circles. You're not rolling the dough out and cutting them. You're dropping them off of a spoon onto the pan. You're dropping them, they call them drop biscuits or soda biscuits.
My Aunt Carol used to make those. I love those.
So I'll make those, and then I will make the most bomb-ass biscuits or the most bomb-ass sausage gravy you have ever had that will be loaded with gravy, and it will be thick and creamy and delicious, and yes.
My comfort food. One of my comfort foods is biscuits and gravy, like legit.
Yeah, I've had guys look at me and go, I've just about proposed to you over your biscuits and gravy.
You're talking my language.
And then if I really have the kitchen to throw down in, I'm throwing down some eggs and some potatoes and maybe some bacon and stuff with it too.
I like fried potatoes. Those are good. Fried potatoes, yum. Skillet potatoes.
Yeah. I slice them super thin, almost like potato chips, and then fry them in a skillet.
I cube them. I do cubed ones. Darlene, I got for you. I shuffled and this card flew out. You got the Queen of Wands. Darlene got the Queen of Wands. So you are capable and you're fierce. It's time to root into your purpose and boldly step into the limelight of your life. The Queen of Wands radiates creativity and passion wherever she goes. When she enters a room, her exuberant charisma and confidence are palatable. Don't be afraid to be the center of attention. And for the goddess' sake, stop acting small in order to make those around you more comfortable. Make sure fiery bursts of productivity are accompanied by laughter and gratitude, connection, appreciation, and love. And you fill your world with an intense light that connects and incites passion. It's time for you to stand in that and shine that light out. Time for you to channel your fierceness. That's creativity, passion, determination. You are joyful and you are bold. Queen of Wands. That is Darlene.
So I actually, you had said about pulling cards for Cindy. So I'll
let you do that one. I am zapped.
I actually pulled 2 cards for Cindy. So
nice.
Cindy, I pulled from the Halloween deck for you. I hope you don't mind that I just grabbed from the Halloween deck because I was feeling the Halloween deck. I love this deck. And I got Lady de los Muertos.
Dia de los Muertos.
Which is about acceptance and equality. And then I got the Hearth, which is about happiness in our hearts and our home.
That makes sense.
So
And I'm actually going to read from the book on the Lady de los Muertos, because that card hardly ever has come up. And I want to read from the book on it, because this book, the descriptions aren't long, but it gives a nice little bit of background information to the symbol, which makes it easier to understand what it's meaning.
Mm-hmm.
So this is about acceptance and equality, and it says, "Pale, you step out of the night in red lace, full flowers upon your crown. Your beauty you bring to death, the equality and joy of the underground." And so she's got the flowers on her crown.
Yes, she does. Her ancestors are there with her.
Yes. And this says, "The iconic Lady of Death with a pale skull-like face, zombie eyes, and rich red funeral flowers in her hair has become one of the most recognizable symbols of Halloween and the Mexican Day of the Dead, El Dia de los Muertos. The original model of this flamboyant Lady of Death can be traced back to the ancient Aztec goddess." I'm not going to even attempt to say
Which
it
one?
because
Spell it.
Mictecaci or Caci.
Wait.
Hold on, I will just type it into the chat.
Yeah, I need to see it and I'll pronounce it for you because I grew up close to the border.
Hold on.
M-A.
Mictecacihu, or hold on, no, yeah, U-A-E-L. And I spelled that right. I typed it in wrong because that should not be a Y.
Oh.
That should be a T.
It's she's like the feminine of Quetzalcoatl. It's she's like the divine goddess. So it's
okay, yeah, because I can now
Quetzalcoatl.
Okay. As time went on, the figure remained balanced between beauty and horror, and morphed into the Lady of the Dead, and eventually into the more modern graphic figure of Katrina. It is also reported that the identity of the original Katrina was based on women who were very rich and had everything they wanted in this life. Yet death takes everyone equally. So it was a reminder that no matter how beautiful, rich, popular, or famous you were, in the end, death takes all. The Mexican culture has a long-standing history of laughing at death and seeing it as just another aspect of life.
Transition.
In some ways, death is the last taboo in many Western cultures. We tend to hide away our dying, and some of us may never even see the body of someone who has passed in our whole lives. But this was a much more common occurrence in the past. Acknowledging that death is a natural process that will enter into everyone's life at some point in time, and perhaps until then, we can choose to be life affirming. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Acknowledging that death is a natural process that will enter everyone's life at some time, and that perhaps until then, we can choose to be life affirming takes away much of the fear. Take a light approach to the situation initially, and it may work out better. If you're holding onto something that does not serve you any longer, and in particular material things, simplify and let go. And so that card, honestly, is just really talking about realizing that everything comes down to an equality in the end. And that if it's something that's not really serving you, it's not really bringing you things that you need, maybe it's a time to cut those things loose and let them go. And with the Hearth card, that's meaning things that could bring things into balance inside your home and bring that happiness to your house.
Darlene, I got yes. I got a big yes. That it's going to be different than the kind of relationship that you had with the soulmate of your husband. But I got a very big yes as far as you being able to make connections with somebody new in the future. It's just going to be a different kind of connection. And you're just going to have to know that you have to give yourself permission to allow yourself to love again, is what I'm getting. And that is something that he would want you to do, not to hold yourself back.
Cindy, if you need to talk, you can reach out and we can go into more. I'll pull more cards and I'll dive deeper for you if you really need it.
All right. That was deep. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Right.
I just wanted to ask real quick, Sabrina, are you still with us?
Do I know that person's sign? Like zodiac? Didn't get that.
Sabrina, was you wanting to follow up with a rune reading right after this tonight? Normally we have background music, but the background music was just weird tonight.
It was like elevator.
Yeah, I am not too tired. I can give you a reading. Just give me like 10-15 minutes afterwards to kind of stretch a little bit and grab something to drink, and then I'll be ready to get into a reading with you.
Yeah, y'all. My this chair is not comfortable anymore, so I need to move. My body's like starting to get crickety crack. I'm like, oh, all right. This has been amazing. Y'all know how to reach us. You can reach Josh. You can reach me. Just send us a message if you need any help. Josh, you got anything?
Not really. Just make sure to reach out to us. And Sabrina, you said you reached out to Tiffany. So Tiffany, if
I'll
you can
message her back.
make sure we get into contact with each other and stuff.
I can also create a group chat with that too.
Yes. And I will probably be going live. I'm going to be going live again on Saturday. I'm not sure what time on Saturday. Depending on how Tiffany's feeling, she's always welcome to join me on my lives. Considering most of it, I'm broadcasting through her groups anyways. So most of you guys know Tiffany. So hopefully Tiffany will be able to join us again on Saturday, and we'll be back here hanging out sometime Saturday. I'm not 100% sure what time frames are going to look like, but I'm going to be setting up to do this regularly every Thursday and Saturday. I'm going to be doing live spiritual question Q&As with readings being offered. And then I'm also got on Tuesday nights, we do the live spiritual roundtable discussion through Breaking Reality. So that's another place that you can connect with us. And Tiffany's almost always there as well. So you guys can tie in, and we go into deeper discussions on different topics on those nights as well.
Helen, you can message me. I gladly. Same thing with Darlene. Darlene, I did not get like a zodiac sign, but as soon as you asked for a sign, I immediately saw waves. So I'm assuming it would be more of a water sign. Would be someone that would be matching your energy a lot more, and that person would be, of the water element.
Well, she said she's an Aquarius, so that might have been what he's picking up.
Aquarius isn't water, though. Aquarius is air.
Air. Well, the waves, was it waves like water waves, or was it like windy that you would see for representing air?
No, it was waves in an ocean.
Okay.
Yeah, it was waves in an ocean. Like, I saw it. There's this painting. It's called the Fuji, and it's this really cool like Japanese artist. I bought a copy. Like, I did a rendition of it y'all, I'm a painter too. So, but it's 3 waves together. So I'm not sure what that means. It could be 3 possibilities of people within a relationship. It could be emotions. It could be going with the flow. I'm not sure. I could pull cards and try to see about the zodiac based on it, but I have to do a love spread. And I usually don't do those, but I would do one for you, darling. Cindy says gut punch. Helen says scales. Yes.
Sorry, Cindy. Hope it was a good kind of gut punch, though. I mean, sometimes those gut punches are what we need. Like, I've got them pretty hard lately.
I'm a nervous breath, so I get that, like with Helen. Yes, absolutely born, and absolutely somebody that will be a soulmate connection to you again in the future. Love y'all so much.
Absolutely. Thank you, everybody, for coming out and joining us tonight. And like I said, I will definitely be back on Saturday. And hopefully Tiffany will be back, depending on how things are going. So we will see you guys soon. And we love you guys. Take care and be blessed.
Good night, everybody.
Night.
Blessed be.